playing left field, number 14, Denny Almonte. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 2, Michael Rocket. Batting ninth, playing right field, number 6, Bridger Hunt. And your batter mound, starting pitcher number 18, Steve Hammond. And the manager of your Sugar Land Skeeters, number 8, Gary Guy. Oh yeah, he got to the right place. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the best mascot in the Atlantic League. Let's give it up for Swanson. City of Sugar Land Public Works, and tonight's featured street holder is the City of Sugar Land. City of Sugar Land, a award-winning community ideally located in southwest of Houston, has achieved a sustainable, strong local economy through an aggressive, focused economic developmental program that creates new wealth and jobs. As a regional employment center with over 25 million square feet of commercial space, the city is home to high-profile corporations, United Healthcare, Texas Instruments, Lumberjack, Ford Corporation, Nova Joint Services, and many more. Sugar Land is a full-service municipality providing the highest quality of affordable services to meet the needs of its citizens. Master planned communities, welcoming neighborhoods, advanced home values, and create a sense of belonging. The community offers outstanding schools, libraries, civic organizations, and other resources to make Sugar Land a great place to work, live, and raise a family. So a huge shout out and thank you to the City of Sugar Land, Skywatch holder, proud supporter, Constellation Field, Sugar Land Skeeters. Street holder spotlight of the night, the City of Sugar Land, brought to you by the City of Sugar Land Public Works.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Lions bucks up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital pregame show.
Live here at Constellation Field in Sugar Land, Texas, it is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight it is the start of a crucial, nearly week-long series between the Long Island Ducks and the Sugar Land Skeeters. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play from a beautiful night, although hot night here in Texas. Temperatures in the low 90s, lots of humidity here in Sugar Land, Texas, and after a long day of travel for both of these two teams, they are here in Texas and ready to go to kick off this 7-game in 6-day series. It's a very big series for both of these teams when you look at the two of them trying to vie for a playoff spot here in the Atlantic League this season. Neither was able to clinch a postseason spot in the first half of the season, with Somerset and York winning the first half titles in the Liberty and Freedom divisions. In the second half, though, the Skeeters are in a good position right now. They are leading the Freedom Division standings with a record of 31-21 here in the second half. They're a game and a half ahead of the Lancaster Barnstormers, 2 ahead of York, and 4 ahead of Southern Maryland. Skeeters are playing some of their best baseball of the season. They're on a 7-game winning streak, and fortunately for them, they had some of the easier opponents in the Atlantic League in terms of how they have played this season. Over this last week, they were in Camden and then in Bridgeport and won all 7 games of that road trip. So big series wins, big series sweeps for the Skeeters on the road, and now they return home here to Constellation Field trying to widen their lead in the Freedom Division standings. On the other side for the Ducks, they have narrowed the gap with a 4-game series sweep at home over the Camden River Sharks over the weekend, and that came after taking 2 of 3 in Somerset. So with those 6 wins in 7 games, the Ducks have closed the gap in the Liberty Division standings to just 3 behind the Somerset Patriots. So that is big for the Ducks. They are keeping their division title hopes alive. If they do not get that, though, they have the wild card possibility if Somerset wins the second half. Right now, the Ducks are just 2 games behind the Lancaster Barnstormers in the wild card race. Ducks overall this season are 66-55. They have now pulled to within 500 in the second half at 26-26. But overall standings are what matters for the wild card. Ducks are 66-55. They are now just 2 games in back of the Lancaster Barnstormers for that final wild card spot. Well, as we just mentioned, the Ducks defeated the River Sharks yesterday to complete a 4-game sweep. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will recap last night's 8-3 win over the River Sharks on Labor Day at Bethpage Ballpark.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination. Back here at Constellation Field, Sugar Land, Texas, the site of tonight's series opener between the Ducks and the Skeeters. 7 games in 6 days between these two teams. It was originally scheduled to be a 6-game series, but a rainout on Memorial Day here at Constellation Field, forcing a single-admission doubleheader with 2 7-inning games on Thursday. Well, last night the Ducks were able to complete their 5th series sweep of the season. They defeated the Camden River Sharks 8-3 at Bethpage Ballpark to complete the 4-game Labor Day weekend sweep. And we will recap yesterday's game here on the pregame show to start off. Ducks got off to a great start in the first inning against right-hander Wes Torres of the River Sharks. After Phelan Lantini grounded out to open the inning, up came Brendan Harris.
The 1-0. Fastball swung on, lifted deep left center. Back goes McPhee, warning track. He looks up, it's off the top of the fence and bounces over for a home run. Solo home run for Brendan Harris, his 7th of the season. And the Ducks lead early on here in the bottom of the first, 1-0 over the River Sharks.
Mark Schwartz with the call at Bethpage Ballpark yesterday. Brendan Harris with his 7th home run of the year gave the Ducks a 1-0 lead. Lou Ford and Bill Hall would follow with a pair of singles, and with 2 on and 1 out, up came Adam Bailey.
His 81 runs batted in are tied with Lou Ford for the team lead and 3rd in the league overall. Here he rips it down the right field line, and that's going to stay fair for a base hit. Lou Ford scores from 3rd base. Bill Hall will go 1st to 3rd. An RBI single for Adam Bailey, his team-leading 82nd run batted in of the season. And the Ducks lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning.
So after Adam Bailey's RBI single brought in the 2nd run of the inning, Bill Hall was at 3rd, and up came Cody Puckett.
The 1-0. His fastball swung on and lifted to center field. Under it is P.J. Phillips. He has plenty of time. He makes the catch. Bill Hall will tag up from 3rd base and score without a throw. The sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Cody Puckett, his 69th run batted in of the season, and the Ducks lead 3-0.
So the sac fly from Cody Puckett made it a 3-0 Ducks lead. Camden would score a run in the 2nd inning against Doug Arguello, the starter for the Ducks, and would be an unearned run. P.J. Phillips reached on an error by Dan Lyons to open the inning, and Eric Perez walked to put 2 on with nobody out. Mike Abaladejo would sacrifice the runners over, but Zach McPhee would strike out for the 2nd out of the inning. However, Brandon Chavez would pick up with an RBI infield single to short. That scored P.J. Phillips and made it a 3-1 game. However, the Ducks would answer in the 3rd inning, as with 1 out, Bill Hall would draw a walk. Adam Bailey would follow with a double down the left field line and put runners at 2nd and 3rd for Puckett.
First base is unoccupied. The 1-1 is lined up the middle and in front of P.J. Phillips for a base hit. Bill Hall will easily score from 3rd base, an RBI single for Cody Puckett, his 2nd run batted in of the ballgame, 70th of the season. And the Ducks have extended their lead to 4-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
So the Ducks led 4-1 at that point. We will go through the rest of the recap after tonight's national anthem.
Your national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes ran bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air,
our national anthem here at Constellation Field on this Tuesday night. So again, the Ducks led it 4-1 yesterday in the third inning. They would add another run in that inning to make it 5-1 on a sac fly from Brandon Vance. They would take that 5-1 lead into the sixth, and they would put the game away there. With one out in the inning, Sergio Miranda singled to left, and after a fly up by Phelan Lentini, Brendan Harris would single to right, 2 on, 2 out for Lou Ford.
Each of the last 3 innings, he's thrown no more than 10 pitches. As here, the 2-2 is lined into left center field for a base hit. Miranda scores from third, hustling all the way around from first base, turning third and heading home is Brendan Harris. He will score without a throw. It's a 2-run double for Lou Ford. RBIs numbers 82 and 83 on the season, and Long Island leads 7-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning.
League-leading 37th double for Lou Ford made it a 7-1 lead at that point, and they would make it 8-1 next with Bill Hall at the plate.
He's allowed now 7 runs, all earned on 11 hits, but tries to finish off this 6th inning as Hall lifts a base hit into right field. Ford will round third. Up with the ball is Eric Perez. He won't make the throw home. An RBI single for Bill Hall, his 17th run batted in of the season. 3 runs home for Long Island in the bottom of the 6th, and they lead it 8-1.
So the Ducks were in basically cruise control from that point on as they led it by a count of 8-1. Camden would score twice in the 8th against Eric Neeson to make it an 8-3 game, but that was as close as they would come. And in the 9th inning, Bob Zimmerman retired the first 2 hitters, Albaladejo on a pop-up, McPhee on a strikeout, and that left it up to Brandon Chavez.
The River Sharks have dropped 7 consecutive games, about to drop their 8th consecutive. The 2-2 from Zimmerman, grounded softly over to third. Miranda fields his throw to first, in time, and that's the ball game. Long Island completes the sweep of the Camden River Sharks with an 8-3 victory here at the Duck Pond on Labor Day.
So the Ducks complete the sweep with the 8-3 win, 8 runs, 13 hits, 3 errors for the Ducks. They left 7 on base, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the River Sharks, who left 7. Doug Arguello, his first win as a Duck, improves to 1-0. Wes Torres, the loss, falls to 5-4 on the season. We'll take a break. When we come back, starting lineups and first pitch here in Sugar Land.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball. Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Just about ready to go here on this Tuesday night in Sugar Land, Texas, the start of a crucial 7-game and 6-day series between the Long Island Ducks and the Sugar Land Skeeters. Here's the lineup that the Ducks will send out against Skeeters left-hander Steve Hammond. Phelan Lentini is going to lead things off. He is the right fielder. Brendan Harris will get the start at shortstop tonight. He will bat second. Lou Ford in the 3-hole. He is the center fielder, and in the cleanup spot tonight is the left fielder Adam Bailey. Batting fifth is the designated hitter, that is Bill Hall. Newcomer to the Ducks today is C.J. Rutherford. He will get the start at third base and bat sixth. Hitting seventh is the second baseman Cody Puckett. Batting eighth over at first base is Joe Ashbrodeen, and rounding out the order for Sugar Land tonight, or for the Ducks tonight, is the catcher. That is Jan Vasquez. And again, they will all face left-hander for Sugar Land, Steve Hammond, who enters tonight with a 9-8 record on the season, a 3.35 ERA. Pretty good numbers for a Skeeters pitching staff that has been very good this season, a 3.39 team earned run average. And that ranks them at the top of the Atlantic League, 4 points better than the York Revolution, who are at 3.43. Well, we are ready to go here in Sugar Land, Texas, and the first pitch on the way from Hammond to Lentini. is taken on the outside part of the plate. It just misses, though, for ball one. 7:09 p.m. first pitch local time here in Texas. That's 8:09 back home on Long Island. And the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Lentini laid on the fastball from Hammond, and the count even up at 1-1. Sunshine here at Constellation Field. The sun continues to set. Lights have come on around the ballpark. Just a couple of clouds overhead, but no threatening rain in the forecast, and not in the area right now. 1-1. It's lifted in the air down the right field line, slicing foul and out of play, and we'll do it again now, this time with a count of 1-2. There were a couple of brief rain showers earlier today, but nothing that lasted too long, just typical summertime showers and storms here in Sugar Land. Wouldn't be surprised to see those the rest of the week. And the Ducks are in town here at the beginning of September. From the windup, Hammond's 1-2 to Lentini is swung on and missed for strike three. Bat went out of Lentini's hands and came behind home plate. So Hammond strikes out Lentini, and that is out number one here in the first inning. That'll bring Brendan Harris up to the plate. Wind right now is blowing in from right center field towards the right field line. A pretty strong wind blowing the flags out in right center. There are three of them. The American flag is on the left, the state of Texas flag is in the middle, and the city of Sugar Land flag is on the right. So with one down and the base is empty, here is Brendan Harris to the plate. First pitch misses outside for ball 1 to Harris, who bats in the number 2 hole. He gets the start at shortstop tonight. More on that a little bit later on in the broadcast. 1-0. Outside again from Hammond. That'll run the count to 2 balls and no strikes on Harris. Ducks are in the alternate orange jerseys here tonight. You'll probably see them wear that a lot in this series, with temperatures expecting to be in the lower 90s, with the humidity driving the real feel up into the triple digits. And those orange jerseys a little bit cooler feel. 2-0. Fastball hits the outside corner for strike one. Skeeters are in the home white jerseys, with the Skeeter logo on the front and the number on the back in black. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch from Hammond to Harris. Left-hander kicks and deals, and Harris will take downstairs for ball 3. Harris on the year at .298, 7 home runs, his 7th coming in last night's game in the first inning, and he's got 43 runs batted in. So that'll be a 3-1 pitch. Hammond kicks and fires, and Harris takes outside for ball 4. So there's the first base runner of the night for the Ducks as Brendan Harris draws the walk. It is a Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. Very light crowd on hand here tonight. I can't remember coming here to Constellation Field. This is the 3rd season of this franchise. I can't remember a night coming here where I have seen a smaller crowd than I do here tonight. Just a light crowd, a lot of empty seats, especially down the left and the right field lines, and in between the bases, scattered rows of empty seats in there as well. First pitch from Hammond to Ford, and that misses outside for ball 1. Not 100% sure when the kids here in Texas went back to school. I know many of the students on Long Island went back today in elementary, middle school, and high school after the Labor Day holiday yesterday. Hammond looks to first, and the 1-0 to Ford is downstairs for a ball. Hammond having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone early on. The count 2-0 on Ford, who is at .347 on the year, 2nd best batting average in the Atlantic League. He's got 14 home runs and 83 runs batted in. York's Justin Green leads the league in batting at .366. 2-0 from Hammond, and Ford takes a fastball that hits the outside corner belt high for a strike. Ford's 83 runs batted in, 3rd in the league, 1 behind Cole Garner of Lancaster, 2 behind Chad Tracy of the York Revolution. So the count is 2-1. Harris takes his lead at first. And Hammond will throw over just to keep him close. Harris only 1 stolen base in 1 attempt this year. Not much of a stolen base threat. Left-hander gets this sign. Harris leads in the 2-1. Ford will take outside, goes off the glove of the catcher Travis Scott, and that will allow Harris to go down to second base. I have to think that will likely be a pass ball, pitch that kind of tailed over the outside corner of the plate, and Scott had to go right off his glove and carry him away. So now the Ducks with their first runner in scoring position tonight. Gives us a chance to look at the defensive lineup for Sugar Land. Denny Almonte is the starter in left field. Adam Godwin in center. Bridger Hunt is around in right. On the infield, Michael Rocket at third. Dominic Ramos is the shortstop. Chase Lamb at second. And the newcomer Renee Tassoni is over at first, with Travis Scott behind home plate and Steve Hammond on the mound. See, Ford takes here with a 3-1 count. Hammond looks to second, deals, and Ford swings and lines it into right field for a base hit. Harris started back to second. He will only be able to make it to third. So Lou Ford with the single to right field. And the Ducks with runners at first and third and only one out here in the opening inning. Good piece of hitting there by Lou Ford. He was able to stay with it, and instead of trying to pull it, pushed it right out into right field, past the try of the second baseman Chase Lambin. And Harris initially started back to second, thinking that Lambin was going to catch that ball, and then had to stop in his tracks and turn around and head to third. Doesn't run all that well anyway, so might not have been able to score regardless. But Ducks have runners at the corners with one out, and up to the plate will step Adam Bailey. Bailey has been red hot of late and moved up into the cleanup spot tonight by manager Kevin Baez against the lefty Hammond. First pitch, and Bailey takes a fastball strike over the inside corner, 0-1. Umpires for tonight's game, Rodney Galloway is the home plate umpire, Ken Langford is around at first, and Reggie Liggins is over at third base. So it'll be an 0-1 here in this lefty-lefty matchup. Hammond set at the belt, kicks and fires, and Bailey checks his swing. Pitch up and inside. I think that was fouled off by Bailey. Just caught a piece of his bat and went down into the dirt. So that's a foul ball on Bailey, and now the count is 0-2. Bailey enters at .309 on the season, 18 home runs, 82 runs batted in. .309 batting average, good for 5th in the Atlantic League. So we'll have an 0-2 pitch from Hammond. Gets the sign from Travis Scott. Ford leads at first, Harris at third. And the 0-2 on the way is a fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. Pitch was down and in, and Bailey cut through it. Second strikeout of the inning for Hammond. And with 2 away, that'll leave it up to Bill Hall. So Hammond was able to get ahead in the count there. Got ahead in the count, helped out too by that. Was helped out as well by the foul ball by Bailey on the check swing. He did not want to make contact and ultimately caught a piece of the bat, so that made the count 0-2 and threw a good fastball down and in. Here's Bill Hall with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch on the way, and Hall takes way outside for ball 1. Hammond up over 20 pitches now here in this first inning. Hall batting in the 5th spot tonight. He's the designated hitter for the Ducks. Runners lead in the 1-0. Hammond looks over towards Ford at first, deals, and Hall will take a fastball in at the knees for strike 1. Hall entering tonight at .248 on the season. He's got 3 home runs, 17 runs batted in. So Harris will lead at third, and Ford now takes a couple steps off first. The 1-1, big breaking ball, just missed the outside corner. Hammond wanted that pitch, but was a bit off the outside edge. The count goes to 2-1. Start of 7 games in 6 days between these two teams. Very similar field to what the Ducks had when they played 4 at home against Somerset, followed by 3 in Somerset. However, all 7 of these will be here in Texas. 2-1. Hall takes a fastball strike in at the knees again. And the count is even up at 2-2. So the Ducks got a walk and a single with a pass ball thrown in there as well with 1 out in the inning. Bailey struck out swinging, and now Hammond has a count even at 2-2 on Bill Hall. C.J. Rutherford, the newcomer for the Ducks, waiting on deck. And the 2-2 from Hammond upcoming. Kick and the pitch, and Hall will take outside for ball 3, so that runs the count full. Ford will be going on the pitch with a 3-2 count and 2 outs. Harris will obviously stay put at first. So Hammond trying to bear down and get the final out of this inning. Ducks trying to get the first run on the scoreboard. Here comes the 3-2. And Hall swings and rips it into left field, a base hit past the dive of Michael Rocket. In to score from third is Brendan Harris. Ford will stop at second. It's a 2-out RBI single for Bill Hall. Ducks strike first. They lead 1-0. Good hard swing by Bill Hall. He made terrific contact with it and got it past the dive of Michael Rocket at third for a base hit. So for Hall, it's his 18th run batted into the year. Harris scores from third, and now runners at first and second with 2 out for C.J. Rutherford. So here's the first at bat as a Long Island Duck for Rutherford. He is hitting in the 6th spot tonight, playing third base. The team acquired him in a trade earlier today. More on that after the first pitch from Hammond. Gets the sign from Scott. And the first pitch is a fastball that is taken low for ball 1. Ducks acquiring Rutherford from the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks of the American Association in exchange for future considerations. The corresponding move, Evan Crawford, was placed on the inactive list. So Rutherford, the newest addition to the Long Island Ducks, as the 1-0 is taken down and in for ball 2. And Rutherford had a very nice season for Fargo-Moorhead earlier this year. Played in 99 games, hit .312 at the plate with 12 home runs, 72 runs batted in, and he had 120 hits and 385 at-bats. Travis Scott going out to the mound for a conversation here with Steve Hammond, so a very early defensive timeout taken by the Skeeters that'll leave him with only 2 left. And again, we are just in the first inning here, but Hammond has had a little bit of control trouble early on. On the year, Hammond comes in with a record of 9-8, 3.35 ERA over 23 starts. He was struck out 106 in 128 and 2/3 innings, 55 walks and 128 hits allowed. So it'll be a 2-0 pitch here to Rutherford with 2 on and 2 out for Long Island. Kick and the pitch, and Rutherford swings and fouls this one off. First base side out of play. Count goes to 2-1. Rutherford stands in at 5'10". He is 205 pounds, resides in Chandler, Arizona. Turned 29 in the middle of August 14th to be specific. Ford leads at second, Hall at first with 2 down. And the 2-1. Breaking ball in at the belt for a called strike. Good pitch there. So the count is even up at 2-2. And again, Hammond with 2 strikes trying to get out of the first inning. Ducks with an early 1-0 lead on the RBI single from Bill Hall. From the stretch, Hammond looks to second, kicks, fires, and Rutherford takes down and away for ball 3. So Hammond, who is up close to 30 pitches here in this first inning, will see the 2 runners take off on the 3-2 pitch. And we'll see if the Ducks can get another 2-out, 2-strike hit here in the opening inning. Hammond a long look in here for the sign. Now he gets the pitch he likes. Runners go, and the 3-2 is downstairs for ball 4. So in the first plate appearance for C.J. Rutherford, he draws a walk. It's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So a good start for Long Island. They have 2 hits and 2 walks here in the inning against Steve Hammond and have gotten him to throw over 30 pitches here in the opening frame. So that'll leave it up to the 7-hitter tonight, second baseman Cody Puckett. Bases full of Ducks. You've got Ford at third, Hall at second, and Rutherford at first. Hammond gets the sign, and his first pitch to Cody Puckett is a fastball over the outside corner for strike 1. Puckett enters at 287 on the year, 8 home runs, 70 runs batted in. From the stretch, Hammond gets the sign. Here's the 0-1, and Puckett swings and misses late on a fastball. And the count 0-2. Puckett has 1 grand slam this year, hitting .526 in 19 at-bats with the bases loaded. Ducks as a team have hit 8 grand slams. So runners lead at every base with a count of 0-2 here on Cody Puckett. Hammond kicks, fires, and Puckett will swing and hit a high fly ball in the air to left field. Denny Almonte drifts a couple steps in. He'll make the catch. And that will put an end to the inning. So the Ducks end up getting just 1 run on 2 hits and 2 walks. No errors, they leave 3. After a half inning here at Constellation Field, it's the Ducks 1 and the Skeeters coming to bat.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Back here in Sugar Land, Texas, we go to the bottom half of the first inning. The Ducks with an early 1-0 lead. Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. Well, John Brownell will get the start for the Ducks tonight here in Sugar Land, Texas, as the Ducks open up this 7-game and 6-day series. Here is the lineup that he will face. Adam Godwin will lead things off. He is the center fielder. Renee Tassoni is at first base and will bat second. Delwyn Young is the 3-hitter in DH, and in the cleanup spot is the catcher, Travis Scott. Batting fifth over at second base is the second baseman, Chase Lamon. Dominic Ramos is at shortstop, will bat sixth. Hitting seventh, playing left field, Denny Almonte. In the 8th spot is the third baseman, Michael Rocket. And rounding out the order for Sugar Land is the right fielder and former Duck, Richard Hunt. Well, these two teams both had to travel down here to Sugar Land, Texas today. The Ducks wrapping up their 4-game series and 4-game sweep of the Camden River Sharks yesterday evening at Bethpage Ballpark, and the Bluefish wrapped up their 4-game sweep over the Bluefish up at the ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. That was an afternoon game. However, both teams flew out today to Sugar Land, and coincidentally, both were on the exact same flight here to Sugar Land, Texas. First pitch from John Brownell to Adam Godwin is taken for a strike. Good fastball. Both teams flying from Newark Airport to Houston's Hobby Airport on Southwest, and both arrived at the same time today as they were on the same flight down here to Texas. 0-1. I missed outside, even up to count at 1-1. Both teams either went to the hotel for the Ducks or went to their respective homes after coming to the ballpark for Sugar Land, and I'm sure both sides got some much-needed rest. 1-1. Lifted in the air to right center field. Lou Ford moving over to his left, lines this one up in the gap and makes the catch. So Adam Godwin is retired, and that is out number 1 here in the first inning. Entering that at bat, Godwin was hitting .248 with a home run and 16 runs batted in. Here is the newcomer, that is Renee Tassoni. He bats in the number 2 spot, first baseman for the Skeeters. He was acquired today from Sioux Falls in the American Association. It's something you see a lot of Atlantic League teams do towards this point of the season. First pitch from Brownell, lifted in the air down the left field line. This is going to slice foul and out of play. And the count 0-1 on Tassoni. Lots of teams, once the American Association or the Can-Am League, once their season is over towards the end of the year, as Brownell's 0-1 on the way, is lifted foul again down the left field line. players will become available, and you'll see a lot of teams try and acquire some of the top players from both of those leagues to fortify their rosters for either a playoff push or a playoff run if they already are in a playoff spot. 0-2. Fastball missed upstairs for ball one. Helped out the York Revolution certainly when they defeated the Ducks in the Atlantic League Championship Series in 2011, and the Ducks the last 2 years when they won the championship. 1-2. Breaking ball grounded to second. Right there is Cody Puckett, and he'll throw over to first in time for the out. 2 away. Ducks last year acquiring Bobby Blevins and Sean Garceau right around September 1st, and both were crucial in terms of their postseason success and late season success in terms of winning the second half title last year. And then in 2012, guys like John Brownell, Matt Way, and Bobby Blevins all were also keys to the Ducks championship puzzle. So we'll see which players that are acquired at the end of this season will help their respective teams. As the first pitch here to Delwyn Young is a fastball that misses low for ball one. Young has had a solid season, 284 average, 19 homers, 78 runs batted in for the Skeeters. Switch hitter batting from the left side. And the 1-0 from Brownell hits the outside corner for a called strike. Brownell enters tonight with a record of 12-8 on the season. He has a 3.73 ERA, trying to pull into a tie for the league lead in wins with his teammate Sean Garceau and Lancaster's Chris Schwinden. 1-1 is grounded up the first base line. Fair ball. Just along the line, it is fair, according to first base umpire Ken Langford. On his way to second is Delwyn Young. He will stop there as the throw comes back in from Phelan Lantini. Joe Ashbrodeen, standing over at first, seems puzzled. He thought it was a foul ball. And now Kevin Bias is going to come out of the dugout and have a couple words with the home plate umpire Rodney Galloway to try and find out why that ball was called a fair ball. And John Brownell, pitcher on the mound for the Ducks, all thought that it was a foul ball as well. So Ken Langford is now going to come down from first base, and now he's going to have a conversation here with the home plate umpire Rodney Galloway, and the third base umpire Reggie Liggins is going to come in for the discussion as well. Ducks all seem to think that was a foul ball. It was right along the line, tough for us to tell. You'd have to be standing right along the line to really tell whether or not it was 100% fair or foul. So the three umpires all in a conversation here just off to the first base side of home plate. If it stands, it's a 2-out double. If not, it's a foul ball, and they are going to rule a double. Kevin Bias shaking his head in the dugout. He does not understand how that is ruled a fair ball, but Delwyn Young does have the two-base hit, and it's his 23rd double of the year. So back to Brownell. He's 12-8 on the year, 3.73 ERA, league-leading 25 starts on the year. And coming off a strong effort at Somerset, though he suffered a no decision, allowed just 3 runs over 7 innings, 8 hits and no walks with 1 strikeout, but took a no decision when the Patriots rallied for a 4-3 victory. Brownell comes set. First pitch on the way to Travis Scott, misses upstairs for ball 1. 6 of Brownell's last 7 starts have been quality starts, with the lone exception being August 23rd against the Patriots, in which he allowed 5 runs over 6 1/3 innings. Breaking ball misses outside here, and Brownell has fallen behind 2-0 on Travis Scott, who enters tonight hitting just .222 on the year with 8 homers and 45 runs batted in. Sugarland's offense has not been the key this year. It has absolutely been their pitching. Their starting pitching and their bullpen have been very strong this season. It's going to be a 2-0 here. Brownell deals, and the breaking ball drops in for a strike. Scott was thinking fastball, started to move the bat, and then stopped and realized that he got a nice breaking ball from Blevins. So that'll run the count to 2 balls and 1 strike on the lefty swinging Scott. From the stretch, Brownell comes set, looks to second, and the 2-1. Popped up in the air to shallow right. Second baseman Cody Puckett is on the outfield grass. He will make the call and make the catch, and Brownell works around the 2-out double. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left for the Skeeters. We have played 1 full here at Constellation Field. Ducks have an early 1-0 lead on Long Island on the Ducks official YouTube channel.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Back here at Constellation Field, we go to inning number 2. The Long Island Ducks have a 1-0 lead over the Sugarland Skeeters. Time for the Ducks Health Report, which is presented by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Well, right now, one player out of the lineup tonight, and that is Dan Lyons. Lyons had to come out of yesterday's game. He is dealing with a bit of a sore leg that he suffered on a foul ball when the Ducks were in Somerset last week. Have been able to play through it, but it started to bother him a bit yesterday, so the Ducks being cautious. And they give him the night off after the long day of travel. So he's day-to-day, not expected to be anything serious. First pitch from Steve Hammond at Joe Ashbrodine, ripped foul, third base side. And the count is 0-1. So Dan Lyons out of the lineup tonight. We'll see if he gets back in there tomorrow. And, of course, John Malone is out on the disabled list. He is dealing with an arm injury. Do have some positive news to talk about in terms of the health report. A new addition, the newest Ducks fan, has arrived. We'll tell you about it after the 0-1 from Hammond. And the breaking ball misses down and in, count 1-1. Josh Lansford's wife, Mallory, gave birth to a baby girl named Peyton very recently. So congratulations to both Josh and Mallory on the newest addition of their family, their first child. 1-1 is popped in the air to shallow center, going out to second baseman Chase Lemon. He is called off by center fielder Adam Godwin, who juggled the baseball a bit, but he ends up hanging on for the catch. So Brodeen is retired for the first out here in inning number 2. So again, that is always exciting news. Obviously, Bill Hall, about a month or so ago, had a new addition to his family. So the newest Ducks fans entering the world. The Ducks are playing good baseball of late. They have won 6 of their last 7 games. They took 2 of 3 in Somerset and then won all 4 against Camden following the tough series loss to the Patriots at Bethpage Ballpark, August 21st to 24th. First pitch on the way to Jan Vasquez, popped foul, first base side, out of play, in the count 0-1. Vasquez doing the catching and hitting in the 9 spot tonight. This is why this series is so important. Both teams jockeying for a playoff spot. Both teams are playing some of their best baseball. Skeeters have won 7 in a row. Ducks have won 4 in a row and 6 of 7. The one loss was a 1-run loss on a sac fly in the 8th inning. 0-1. Missed upstairs to even up the count at 1-1. So it certainly should be an exciting series down here in Texas. Ducks took 2 of 3 here earlier this season. As the 1-1 is a big breaking ball that misses low for ball 2 from Hammond, who ended up throwing 32 pitches in that first inning. Just 17 of those for strikes. Trying to bounce back here in the second. He was fortunate to only allow 1 run. On the RBI single by Bill Hall, he ended up walking Rutherford to load the bases, but puck fly to left to end the inning. 2-1. Vasquez pops it up foul, first base side, over towards the stands goes to Sony, but he will not be able to make the play. Slides several rows back into the crowd. And the count goes to 2-1. So Tassoni will head back to first with the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vasquez switch hitter from the right side against the southpaw Steve Hammond. Looks in for the sign from Travis Scott, and the 2-2 on the way. Here's the pitch, and Vasquez swings and grounds this one to the third. Couple hops for Rocket, and his throw to first high, but Tassoni is able to grab it and apply the tag for the out. Saves Rocket of the error, and there are 2 away here in the second inning.
Number 24.
Well, again, in terms of where they stand right now, Skeeters leading the second half in the Freedom Division, trying to earn their second straight postseason berth. They're up 1.5 games over the Lancaster Barnstormers in the standings, 31-21 in the second half, 69-52 overall. Ducks right now 3 games in back of Somerset in the second half Liberty Division race. First pitch to Phelan Lentini is popped up in the air, shallow right. Chase Lamb going out along with Tassoni. Lamb, the second baseman, gives way to Tassoni, who will make the catch at fair territory for the final out. Again, the Ducks 26-26, 3 games behind Somerset, 66-55 overall, 2 behind Lancaster in the wild card. So in the inning, Ducks go down 1-2-3. We will head to the bottom of the second with Long Island still on top, 1-0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Bottom of the second inning we go. Ducks and the Skeeters in the opening game of this 7-game series. Ducks have a 1-0 lead. Fans, every double play that the Ducks turn this season is presented by the New York State Public Employees Federation, PEF, the problem-solving union providing health care services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled. New York State Public Employees Federation, the union that cares for the community. Ducks have an early 1-0 lead. John Brownell back to the mound. He will face Chase Lambin to start things off. And the first pitch swung on and missed by Lambin for strike one. Been a very tough season for Chase Lambin, hovering right around the 200 mark, and right now currently at 200 for a batting average. 5 homers, 30 runs batted in. The 0-1 is lifted down the left field line, well hit, but slicing foul and out of play up onto the Dieter Mazda Picnic Plaza, which ranges from foul territory out to left field. In fair territory, lots of blue seats and tables with a in-ground pool under a yellow canopy tent. 0-2, swinging a ground ball to short. Brendan Harris is there, and his throw to first is in time for the out. So Chase Lambin is retired, and that's the first out here in the second inning. You continue from left to right around Constellation Field. Left center features a carousel as well as a playground area for kids. Center field, of course, dominated by the giant Texas scoreboard. Texas-shaped scoreboard with the rectangular video board right there in the middle and the words Constellation Field lit up on the top. First pitch on the way here to Dominic Ramos, shortstop and six-hitter, is lined over first and into right field, a base hit. Phelan Lantini over to cut it off. He will fire it back in. So Ramos with a single to right and a runner at first with one out. Right center field features some water fountains, a little play area for kids, and then the Bud Light Ice House. Ice House, another term for outdoor bar here in Texas. Big giant canopy with a Texas flag painted on top and chance for fans to enjoy some beer out on the patio above the right center field wall. Up to the plate now steps Denny Almonte, and the first pitch is swung on and missed, cuts through the fastball for strike one. Almonte bats from the left side, started the year with the Bluefish and recently was picked up by the Skeeters. Here comes an 0-1. Brownell from the stretch deals, and Almonte takes a fastball outside. Skeeters acquired him in a trade on August 31st when they were just in Bridgeport, so a simple switch of the clubhouses for Almonte. 1-1. Swing and a miss, chased downstairs. Vasquez bluffed a throw back to first. The count now goes to 1-2. Then, of course, out in right field, you have the giant lawn seating area that stretches from almost the right field foul pole out towards that Bud Light Ice House in right center, and that rests above the bullpens. The Ducks out towards right center, and the Skeeters closer to the right field line. The 1-2. Fastball misses the inside corner to even up the count at 2-2. Almonte, since joining the Bluefish, joining the Skeeters, 3 of 11 at the plate with a home run and 3 runs batted in. Brownell's 2-2 on the way. Ramos leads at first, and Almonte lifts it foul third base side off the facing of the top roof of the stadium, and then rebounds back down into the Ducks dugout. Overall for this season, Almonte at 206 with 10 home runs and 36 runs batted in. Ramos leads at first. Here comes the 2-2 from Brownell. Turns and throws over and back safely there is Dominic Ramos. Sun is set here in Sugar Land. Lights shining brightly here at Constellation Field. Brownell gets the sign. And the 2-2 runner goes. Pitch is lifted in the air to shallow right. Racing in Lantini. He won't get it. It drops in for a base hit. Ramos going for third. The throw is not in time. Just getting in there safely at third base is Dominic Ramos on a perfectly executed hit and run. And Sugar Land with runners at first and third and only one out.
Skeeters, third base number 2, Michael Rocket.
So the Skeeters have runners at first and third with one man out. And up to the plate will step Michael Rocket. Brownell working out of the stretch, gets the sign from Jan Vasquez. First pitch on the way, and Rocket takes a fastball that misses down and outside for ball 1. Rocket, the 8-hitter and third baseman, enters with a .220 batting average, 8 home runs, 31 runs batted in. You can hear that wind whipping in from right center field, blowing right into our crowd mic here behind home plate. 1-0 from Brownell, and Rocket takes a fastball upstairs. And that'll run the count to 2 balls and no strikes. So Brownell working himself to a little bit of trouble here in this second inning, trying to protect a 1-0 Ducks lead. He comes set, and the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Well hit. Going back is Lou Ford. Still drifting back. Warning track. He makes the catch. Tagging from third and coming home to score is Dominic Ramos. It's a sac fly and an RBI for Michael Rocket, and we are tied at 1 here in the second inning. So for Michael Rocket, he picks up his 32nd run batted in of the year on his third sacrifice fly. And that hit and run that got Ramos from first to third, very large in the inning. Otherwise, if he had not taken off, probably doesn't score on the base hit on the sac fly because he would have only been at second base. He probably wouldn't have gone from first to third on the base hit from Almonte. So that hit and run single was big, and now the 9-hitter Bridger Hunt, their right fielder, will come to the plate. Brownell gets the sign. His first pitch is actually a throw over to first. As he checks on the runner there, Denny Almonte, who this year has a total of 10 stolen bases and has only been caught once. Another throw over, and again Almonte is back safely. One the score now. Skeeters with 3 hits, the Ducks with 2. Ducks have also drawn 2 walks. Brownell has yet to walk a batter. First pitch this time is in for a strike over the outside corner. And the count goes to 0-1 on Hunt. Hunt has gotten off to a good start here with the Skeeters. 21 hits and 72 at bats. That's a .292 average. No home runs, 12 runs batted in. 0-1. Fastball in for another strike from Brownell. And now the count 0-2. So Brownell trying to get out of the inning without allowing anything further. Just a 1 run on 2 hits so far. Gets the sign. Here comes the pitch. And Hunt will take outside and a bit high. And now the count 1-2. Some puffy clouds off in the distance. Does not appear to be anything threatening to this point. Almonte leads at first. And the 1-2 pitch is ripped towards third, but caught on the line by C.J. Rutherford. And that will end this second inning. Skeeters, though, tie the game. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and leave 1. We have played a total of 2 innings here at Constellation Field. The score now, the Ducks won and the Skeeters won.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Labor is on the move. PEF.
They are the Public Employees Federation.
They know it's time for workers to unite, to speak out, to demand government accountability for the way public services are delivered.
They provide healthcare services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled.
They're the Public Employees Federation.
PEF, the problem-solving union.
PEF is the union that cares for the community. Learn more at pef.org. PEF, labor on the move.
We are back here at Constellation Field, on to inning number 3 with the Ducks and the Skeeters now tied at 1. RBI single with 2 out in the first by Bill Hall, and a sacrifice fly off the bat of Michael Rocket in the second have given us the 2 runs so far in the ball game. Ducks are trying to guarantee themselves at least a split of the season series here with Sugar Land. They can do that with a win tonight. They can guarantee themselves the season series victory and the tiebreaker, if a head-to-head scenario, a head-to-head tiebreaker is needed for the Ducks and Skeeters in terms of a wild card spot with 2 wins in these 7 games. First pitch to Brendan Harris, misses low for ball 1. Again, the Ducks took 2 of 3 here earlier in the year, made 23rd, 24th, and 25th, and both of their wins were shutout victories. 1-0. That is 0 on the outside corner for a strike. Count even up at 1-1. Ducks won the opener 4-0 on the 23rd, lost game 2 3-2, and then came back with a 5-0 win on Sunday before Monday's Memorial Day finale was rained out. 1-1. Ground ball, third base line. Right there on the backhand is Rocket, and his throw over to first is in time to retire Harris. So Harris is now 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored, and that's the first out here in the 3rd inning. So with 1 down and the base is empty, that'll bring Lou Ford up to the plate. Ford batting from the right side against the left-hander Hammond, and the first pitch is a breaking ball that misses inside for ball 1. Ford singled to right in his first at-bat, and that was in the opening inning. Ended up getting stranded at third base. 1-0. And that misses down and inside for ball 2 to Lou, who had a great series over the weekend against the Camden River Sharks. 9 hits and 17 at-bats. He had 3 doubles, a homer, 5 runs batted in, and 5 runs scored. Trying to keep it going here. And the 2-0. Ripped on the ground, just foul along the third base line past Ducks manager Kevin Bias. And the count now 2-1. Yeah, we mentioned earlier, very quiet night in terms of attendance here for Sugar Land tonight. Entering tonight, they are leading the league in attendance. 2-1, line to short, and caught on the line by Dominic Ramos. So Ford is retired, and with that, there are 2 away. That'll bring up Adam Bailey, the cleanup hitter.
Number 13, Adam Bailey.
So here is the cleanup hitter, Adam Bailey. Left fielder batting from the left side. Moved into the cleanup spot tonight by Kevin Bias. Usually would play there when Bill Hall got the day off, but Hall is in the lineup tonight. And the first pitch is taken for a strike over the inside corner. Bailey's first time up, struck out on 3 pitches against Hammond. Fell behind 0-2 and chased a pitch down and in. Now the 0-1, and Bailey swings and misses. Nasty breaking ball there from the Skeeter left-hander. Bailey was 7 of 15 in the series against Camden, a double, a home run, 4 runs batted in, and 3 runs scored. The Ducks as a whole had a very strong offensive series, very strong series from the pitching staff as well. Bailey and Ford really the 2 that kind of set the tone for the Ducks offense in that series. So the count 0-2 again here on Bailey. Hammond gets the sign, kicks and fires, and Bailey swings and misses for strike 3. Cuts through the fastball down and away. 3 strikeouts in the ball game for Hammond, 2 against Bailey, and he works a second straight 1-2-3 inning. So we played 2.5 here at Constellation Field. The score remains the Ducks 1 and the Skeeters 1.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here. To the bottom half of the third inning we go with the Long Island Ducks and the Sugarland Skeeters knotted up at 1 apiece. When Adam Bailey struck out to end the top of the third inning, that was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. And did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That is 1-800-947-AUTO. Or visit geico.com. So we go to inning number 3, the bottom half of the inning. And it'll be the top 3 in the order for Sugarland. Godwin, followed by Tassoni and Young. We'll also take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here in the bottom of the third, get you caught up around the Atlantic League and the Major Leagues. So Godwin will step up to the plate, and Brownell will step back up to the mound. First pitch on the way, and Godwin takes a fastball at the knees for strike 1. First, we will head to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where the Patriots are visiting the Barnstormers, and they are in the top of the fourth right now in a game that was delayed at the start due to rain, and the Barnstormers have a 2-1 lead over the Patriots. This one misses down and away for a ball. The count even up at 1-1. Of course, Ducks are helped out if the Barnstormers win, because that could mean the Ducks could close ground in the Liberty Division standings in the second half. Ducks are just 3 games back. 1-1, line into right field. This is going to be a base hit. Lentini picks it up and will fire it back in. So Adam Godwin has his first hit of the game after flying out to center his first time up. However, if the Patriots win, the Ducks could potentially close the gap on the Barnstormers in the wild card standings. Ducks are just 2 games behind Lancaster. Eric Arneson getting his first start in a while. He'd been battling elbow troubles for the Patriots, so he is getting the start tonight for Somerset, and Shunsuke Watanabe is on the mound for Lancaster. Up to the plate now steps Renee Tassoni. And the first pitch to Tassoni is a fastball strike over the inside corner. Lancaster has RBI so far from former Duck Keith Castillo and Olmo Rosario, while the Patriots having a home run from Jeff Dominguez. Oh-1. Brownell from the stretch, set, fires. Tassoni takes outside for a ball. Got to be careful with Adam Godwin on base. He is certainly a threat to steal, although this year, not his normal stolen base threat, just 11 steals in 15 attempts. Usually he's at or near the top of the Atlantic League in the stolen base department. Has not been the case this year. Again, he's only played in 67 games. 1-1, high fly ball in the air to shallow right center. Now drifting back is Phelan Lentini, but he'll have plenty of room and will make the catch. So Tassoni is 0 for 2 in his Skeeter debut, and that is the first out of the bottom of the third. Down in Camden, New Jersey, Blue Crabs have a 1-0 lead over the River Sharks top of the 5th inning. That game has also been delayed by rain. Darrell Thompson, the starter for the Blue Crabs. Foutaini, the starter for the River Sharks. And C.J. Ziegler has driven in the only run of the game thus far for Southern Maryland. Here is Delwyn Young to the plate, switch hitter batting from the left side. 1 on, 1 out. Brownell will throw over to Chase Godwin back to the bag. Well, earlier this year, the Ducks had lost 13 games in a row, and that certainly made a big impact on the Ducks' standings here in the second half. Right now, the Bridgeport Bluefish have equaled that mark. They are losers of 13 straight entering tonight. They're 39-84 overall this season. First pitch to Young, grounded to second. Cody Puckett is there. He'll flip to Harris 1 on, a first double play. Well, that double play is presented by the New York State Public Employees Federation, PEF, the union that cares for the community, as Young grounds into the 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. We'll give you the rest of the out-of-town scoreboard in the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. We have played 3, Ducks 1, and the Skeeters 1.
Hi, this is Joe Ashbrodine, first baseman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball.
Bethpage Ballpark is set, Quacker Jack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Back here at Constellation Field, we head to the fourth inning with the Ducks and the Skeeters tied up at 1 apiece in the opener of this 7-game series. Time for today's fourth inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. John Brownell this year has made 4 starts against the Sugarland Skeeters, and he is 3-1 in those 4 starts. Won his first 3, lost his most recent one. The first start was here in Texas, a 4-0 victory over Sugarland on May 23rd, in which he threw 7 shutout innings. And then against the Skeeters at Bethpage Ballpark on August 13th was his only loss. That was a 3-0 shutout by the Skeeters over the Ducks. We want to know who the opposing starting pitcher was to Brownell in both of those games. It was the same pitcher in both. Which Skeeter starter opposed Brownell in his first win and first loss against the Skeeters this season? We'll let you think about it, and we'll give you the answer in the bottom half of this fourth inning. Well, leading things off for the Ducks will be Bill Hall, who's driven in the only run of the game so far for the Ducks. And the first pitch here to Hall is fouled off down the left field line out of play. And the count goes to 0-1 on Hall, who delivered a 2-out, 2-strike RBI single through the left side in the first inning. Hammond has settled down nicely after the rocky first inning, in which he threw 32 pitches, gave up 2 hits and 2 walks, along with a run. He's retired the last 7 straight. 0-1, and Hall takes outside to even up the count. So again, finishing up the out-of-town scoreboard, we mentioned Bluefish have lost 13 in a row. Well, right now they are in danger of losing their 14th straight, which would be the longest losing streak in the Atlantic League this year. They trailed the Revolution 3-0 at home, bottom of the 7th inning. 1-1, Hall swings, rips this one in the air, well hit to center, racing back is Godwin, still going back, looking up, can't make the catch, and it's one hop off the wall. Hall rounds first, he will head to second, and stop right there with his second hit of the night. A leadoff double here in the fourth. Boy, at many ballparks, that might have been a home run. It's 405 feet to straightaway center, and he hit that one to the left of the batter's eye in a deep crevice in the wall in between the curved wall in left center where the carousel is and the batter's eye. When those two spots meet in left center field, that is probably the deepest part of the ballpark. You're looking at about 410 feet at least. That's exactly where Hall hit that ball. So Hall has the leadoff double, and it's his 4th 2-base hit of the year. Runner at second with nobody out here is C.J. Rutherford, who drew a walk his first time up. This is his first game as a Duck. Hammond will work out of the stretch. And his first pitch to Rutherford is grounded foul, third base side. And the count 0-1. Revolution have 2 RBIs from Salvador Paniagua and 1 from Chad Tracy. Jorge Martinez started for York. Ian Durham is now pitching. Matt Ionazzo started for the Bluefish. And Jay Chapman is now in the ballgame. Rutherford digs back in after being acquired earlier today from the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks of the American Association, and now Rutherford asks for time after the long look in from Hammond. Left-hander comes set. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch on the way, and Rutherford takes down and inside to even up the count. one of the biggest attributes to Rutherford's game that you like to see. This year he only struck out 35 times in 385 at-bats, 429 plate appearances. He only struck out 35 times and drew 32 walks. That is very, very impressive. Shows great plate discipline. 1-1. Swing and a miss here. Cut through a fastball. Might have caught a piece of it. The count goes to 1-2 for his career. 511 strikeouts to 242 walks. So really, throughout the course of his career, has done a good job of getting on base. Career on base percentage of .336, .282 batting average. Now it's a count of 1-2. Hall leading at second. And the pitch on the way is swung and it fouled back to the screen behind the plate. With the shortstop Ramos creeping in behind Hall at second. Red Sox lead the Yankees 7-2 through 5 innings at Yankee Stadium. Shane Green started for the Yankees last year, just 2 2/3 innings. Rich Hill is now in the game. Joe Kelly, the starter for the Red Sox, he is still in. Martin Prado has hit his 5th home run of the season for New York. Betts his 4th home run, Nava his 3rd, and Bogarts his 9th, all for the Red Sox. Another 1-2. And pitch on the way. Rutherford swings and misses at the breaking ball for strike 3. Boy, Hammond has had a very good curveball here tonight, especially after that first inning. He wasn't really able to locate it in the first inning, but here, since that point, has done a terrific job with that pitch. So that's his 4th strikeout. First out now here in the 4th inning. That'll bring up Cody Puckett. Mets have a 7-5 lead over the Marlins, top of the 6th inning down in Miami, Florida. Jonathan East, the starter for the Mets. Brad Penny started for the Marlins. Carter Capps is now pitching. First pitch on the way here to Cody Puckett. He will take a fastball down and away for ball 1. Giancarlo Stanton at his 35th home run of the year for the Marlins. No homers for the Mets, but Lagares and Wright each have 2 runs batted in. Be a 1-0 pitch here to Puckett. Hammond gets the sign. Turns around and fakes a throwback to second. Hall certainly not a stolen base threat, but Ramos was creeping in from short. Behind Bill Hall. Here comes a 1-0. Hammond kicks and fires, and Puckett takes a breaking ball up high. And the count goes to 2-0. And about 25 to 30 minutes to the northeast of here in Houston, Texas, the Astros are home hosting the Angels at Minute Maid Park. Astros have an early 4-0 lead. Again, right here, score is 1-1, top of the 4th inning. Runner at second, 1 out, and the 2-0 to Puckett way up and outside for ball 3. And Hammond in danger of walking his 3rd batter of the ball game. This town will surely be rocking on Friday and Saturday nights. Friday night, of course, Friday night football is back for high schools, and then Sunday night, well, Saturday too with college football, and then Sunday is the start of the NFL season as Puckett takes a strike on the outside corner. Technically Thursday night, the start of the NFL season with the Packers and the Packers and Seahawks playing, but the Houston Texans will be home on Sunday in their first game of the season, and over at NRG Stadium, formerly known as Reliance Stadium, fans will be piling it in. 3-1, breaking ball is in for a strike. Puckett thought he might have had ball 4, took a couple steps, and now going for 3rd is Bill Hall. He's going to get in there safely. Oh, Bill Hall, a delayed steal there. Realized that nobody was over there covering at 3rd base, and Hall just took off for 3rd and made it easily. And now he is in some pain over there at 3rd, kind of doubled over a bit at 3rd base. And so time is called here on the field as Hall trying to make sure he is okay. I'm not sure what he hurt there. I don't know if he tweaked something while he was running, maybe his hamstring or his calf, but seems to be okay. And now it'll be a 3-2, and now with the runner at 3rd, the infield drawn in. Here's the kick and the pitch, and Puckett will take downstairs for ball 4. So Cody Puckett was able to draw the walk. It is a Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So on the delayed steal on the walk, the Ducks now have runners at 1st and 3rd with 1 away. And that will bring Joe Ashbrodine to the plate. Now it's good heads-up base running there by Bill Hall. Hall had a good lead off second base. Puckett thought he had ball for it, took a couple steps toward first, and the catcher didn't fire it back to the mound, was just kind of standing there at home plate with it, and Hall just took off for third, delayed reaction, and was able to make it without the throw. First pitch here to Brodini, swings and pops one in the air to shallow right. Going out is Lamon, coming in is Hunt. Hunt will make the catch. The runners will have to stay put, so Joe Ash Brodin swinging first pitch there after the walk to Cody Puckett. He flies out to right, and now it's going to take more than a fly out to get the run in. Now a two-way, that'll leave it up to the catcher, Jan Vasquez. Hall is clearly still in pain at third, and I think we're going to have to see a defensive change here for the Ducks. Hall clearly is not comfortable at third base right now, and Kevin Bias has pulled out his lineup card and come down to home plate to talk with the home plate umpire, Rodney Galloway, and you could just tell Hall clearly has something wrong, and so Brandon Vance is going to have to come into the game. He's going to take over in the DH spot, and Hall very gingerly limping off at third base. Seems like he's not able to move his right leg too much as he walks off the field and slowly making his way down the steps of the dugout. And it looked like it had to be a leg injury there. Might have been something with either his calf or his hamstring. But the Ducks have pinch run here at first base with Brandon Vance. So the Ducks have both of their catchers in the game right now. First and third, two out. Here is Jan Vasquez to the plate. Fortunately, Hall was the DH, so Vance will just take over as the DH. However, if he is needed to catch at any point, the Ducks would lose their DH. First pitch from Hammond to Vasquez. Big breaking ball, misses outside. And the count goes to 1-0. First at bat for Vasquez. He grounded out to third base. Here's the 1-0. Vasquez pops this one in the air to right, and right there is the second baseman, Chase Lemon. He will make the catch. And the Ducks leave two. So a double, a stolen base, and a walk with one out in the inning, but Brodin flies out to right on the first pitch. Vasquez pops the second. The Ducks do not score. No runs, one hit, and two left. We have played 3.5. It is the Ducks 1 and the Skeeters 1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Sean Garceau, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc pavers pave your way.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your back-to-back Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks President and General Manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first right here about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 15th anniversary season. Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
On to the bottom of the fourth inning with the Ducks and the Skeeters tied at 1. Again, Bill Hall hurting himself on a delayed steal in the past inning. Kind of a delayed steal to third base and then was in pain. And again, pinch run for by Brandon Vance. Hall now walking off the field down the right field line towards the clubhouses with trainer Dottie Pitchford. So John Brownell will head back to the mound. Again, Vance is now the designated hitter for the Ducks. And Brownell here in the fourth inning will face Scott Lampin and Ramos, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Time for the answer to today's fourth inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. John Brownell's first win against the Skeeters came at this ballpark May 23rd in a 4-0 shutout victory over Sugar Land. His first loss to the Skeeters this year came on August 13th at Bethpage Ballpark in a 3-0 shutout defeat. The same opposing starting pitcher pitched in both games as the starter. We wanted to know who that was. The first pitch is a fastball upstairs for ball 1, and if you guessed Matt Wright, you would be correct. Matt Wright, the ace of this Skeeters staff, at least to start the year, was the starter in both of those games. 1-0. Scott grounds it to the right side for Cody Puckett. Second baseman throws over to first in time. Scott is over 2, and that's 1 away. In the 4-0 win for Brownell, he tossed 7 innings of 8-hit shutout baseball, walked 2, struck out 7. And on the other side, Matt Wright allowed 4 runs, 3 earned on 8 hits and 2 walks with 3 strikeouts over 6 1/3 innings. Then at Bethpage Ballpark, Brownell turned in a good game in the 3-0 loss, allowed just 3 hits and 3 runs. All 3 runs coming on 1 swing of the bat as Chase Lamb swings and misses for strike 1. And the swing of the bat was a 3-run homer in the first by Delwyn Young. And then after a rain delay, Brownell settled in and pitched a great game. Did walk 3, struck out 6 though, but took the loss. As Matt Wright threw 7 shutout innings, allowing just 5 hits while striking out 3. Lamb takes upstairs. And leaving up the count at 1-1. Ducks will face Matt Wright in this series on Friday night. Wright will pitch the Friday night game here against Jared Lansford. 1-1. That's a strike at the knees over the inside corner. Count 1-2 on Lamb, who grounded to short his first time up. Pitching matchups as of now for the rest of the series. Tomorrow will be Bobby Blevins for the Ducks, Clint Everts for the Skeeters, a pair of right-handers. Then you got the doubleheader on Thursday. Game 1, Sean Garceau for the Ducks against Sean Gallagher for the Skeeters, a pair of right-handers. Bob Zimmerman slated to go in Game 2. No starter announced yet for the Skeeters. Probably will be a member of the bullpen. As we just mentioned, Friday will be Matt Wright against Jared Lansford. Saturday, the Ducks will go with Doug Arguello against David Pauly. And in this same matchup on Sunday to wrap up the series, Brownell against Hammond. 2 very good starting pitching staffs here in Sugar Land, Texas. Arguably the top 2 starting rotations in the Atlantic League at this point in time, with the way they have been pitching. Brownell having trouble seeing the signs from Vasquez, and Vasquez does not want to have to go out and waste a timeout, so he simply just stands up, kind of goes through the signs briefly with Brownell. Now he's ready, and it's 1-2 to Lambin. It is a fastball that missed the outside corner. That'll run the count to 2-2 on Lambin. Again, grounded to short his first at bat, has been struggling this year. High fly ball down the right field line, curving foul, and up into the concourse. Yesterday, Chase Lamb was 2 for 4. He had a pair of singles, a walk, and a run scored against the Bluefish. Hitting just .233 though in his last 11 games, and here he takes ball upstairs, ball 3. So Brownell has gotten the count full 3-2. He's not a guy you want to walk with the amount of times he has struck out this year and his struggles at the plate. 83 strikeouts, and here he grounds one at first. Rodin will field. He will take it to the bag himself to retire Chase Lamb. So 2 groundouts for Lambin, 2 groundouts in the inning for the Skeeters. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to the shortstop, Dominic Ramos.
Dominic Ramos. Ramos now batting for section 17, row A, 17A. Dominic Ramos gets a hit. You're looking for Papa Burns.
So with 2 away, Dominic Ramos will be the hitter, shortstop and 6th batter from the right side. And Brownell's first pitch is fouled off to the first base side of the screen. And the count is 0-1. Ramos singled to right back in the second inning. Went from first to third on a hit and run single by Denny Almonte and scored on the sac fly from Michael Rocket. Brownell's 0-1. And the fastball hits the outside corner for strike 2. Brownell right near the 50 pitch mark as we play here in the 4th. He's been very economical in this game. Has allowed just 1 run on 4 hits. Has not struck out a batter yet, but has not walked a batter yet either. 0-2. And the breaking ball just missed the outside corner. Entering tonight, Brownell ranks 2nd in the Atlantic League in strikeouts with 117, 10 behind the Skeeters' Matt Wright. 1-2. Ground ball to third. Backing up there is Rutherford. The long throw across the diamond, right on the money. Good throw from C.J. Rutherford. And on 3 groundouts, John Brownell works a 1-2-3 fourth inning. 4 complete here at Constellation Field in Sugar Land, Texas to start off this 7-game and 6-day series. And the Ducks and the Skeeters are tied at 1 apiece.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Brett Lauren, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Iceland.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Ducks fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn shop on your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Ducks will be back home at Bethpage Ballpark a week from tonight, Tuesday, September 9th, for their 9th annual Breast Cancer Awareness Night, when they take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at 6:35 p.m. First 1,500 fans will get commemorative T-shirts. Commemorative pamphlets are also going to go out to fans as they enter the ballpark. And then following the game, a pyrotechnico fireworks extravaganza will light the sky. A night presented by pinktie.org, First Equity Title, Home and Closing Services, and Steiner Sports. First pitch is a called strike on the outside corner to Phelan Lentini. As we begin the 5th, Steve Hammond still on the mound for Sugar Land, and has thrown 3 scoreless innings in a row after allowing a run in the opening inning. Ran into some trouble last inning, but got out of it. And here he delivers a breaking ball that hits the outside corner for a strike. And the count on Lentini is 0-2. So far tonight, Lentini has struck out swinging and popped to first base. Now the 0-2 from Hammond, and Lentini swings and misses for strike 3. Chased a fastball way up and outside. Lentini upset with himself at home plate. 5th strikeout of the night for Steve Hammond. And all of them have been swinging. 1 away here in the 5th, and that'll leave it up to Brendan Harris. Again, the first game of these series is always kind of tough to predict how it's going to go, especially when both teams have to travel. Long day of travel from the Northeast down here to Texas. First pitch to Brendan Harris, misses up and outside for a ball 1. The team's having to get on an early morning flight from Newark Airport to come down here to Houston's Hobby Airport and then take the bus from the airport to the hotel, which is about a 30 to 45 minute trip. Harris takes a fastball at the knees for a strike to even up the count at 1-1. And surely can imagine players from both sides got some naps in, much needed rest, probably got some lunch, and made their way to the ballpark to get ready for tonight's game. Here comes the 1-1. The pitch on the way is ripped past the diving try of the third baseman Michael Rocket into left field, a base hit. So Harris has his first hit of the night. It's now a 15-game hitting streak for Brendan Harris, as he is 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. So Harris continues his hot hitting after he was 5 of 16 in the series against the River Sharks at home. Picks up his first hit of the night here. As we mentioned, he's now got a 15-game hitting streak. Entering tonight, during the first 14 games of that streak, he was hitting .393, 24 for 61. He's gotten his batting average up right near the 300 mark. Here's Lou Ford, who has also been red hot of late. The first pitch to him is grounded to third. Backing up Rocket, nice pick out of the dirt. Goes to second for one, the turn to first not in time. But a great play by Michael Rocket as he makes a terrific pick out of the dirt on the backhand and is able to get the out at second base. So he robs Ford of a base hit. It will go down as a 5-4 fielder's choice. So Ford is now 1 for 3. Harris is out at second. And Ford at first with 2 down. That'll leave it up to Adam Bailey. So here is Bailey, who has had a tough night tonight at the plate. He is 0 for 2 so far with a pair of strikeouts. Came into the game red hot, though. Ford takes his lead at first. And Hammonds will throw over to chase Ford back to the bag. Bailey had a 3-hit game last night, his 10th 3-hit game and 38th multi-hit game of the year. He's now hit safely in 8 of his last 9 games and has multiple hits in 7 of those 8 games with a hit. Quite impressive for Adam Bailey, who is hitting now at .309 entering tonight. Ford leads at first. Hammond set at the belt, deals to Bailey, and he takes up and inside for ball 1. I believe that is the first ball that Adam Bailey has seen tonight. No action in terms of anybody throwing in either bullpen. Skeeters have a couple guys who are starting to get their legs loose and do some stretching. Nothing doing, though, for the Ducks. Here comes a 1-0. Hammond kicks and fires, and Bailey will swing and miss. Kind of a half swing there from Bailey. He saw the fastball coming up and in and wanted to lay off, but the bat came through the zone. So the count is now even up at 1-1. So we'll have a 1-1 pitch here in this lefty-lefty matchup. Hammond looks over to first, deals, and Bailey rips one just foul down the first base line. That stays fair. The Ducks might have taken the lead, but that one clearly fouled down the first base line, and the count goes to 1-2. Bailey this year against left-handed pitching, he has hit well. .308 against left-handed pitching, .309 against righty, so pretty even splits for Adam Bailey, and that is why Kevin Bias has no qualms about putting him in with a left-handed pitcher on the mound. Here comes the 1-2. Hammond looks to first. Now deals to the plate, and Bailey will swing and miss for strike 3. Got a changeup, thought he was going to get a fastball. 6 strikeouts on the night for Hammond, and 3 of those 6 have come in the 3 at-bats for Adam Bailey. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left for the Ducks. We are halfway through on this Tuesday night. It is the Ducks 1 and the Skeeters 1.
Hi, this is pitcher Jared Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
All 2,000 of us at PSEG Long Island care deeply about our communities. Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back, and our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegliny.com/community.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Life is better here.
Good pitcher's duel here to start off this series between the Long Island Ducks and the Sugar Land Skeeters. Each side has just 1 run on 4 hits through the first 4.5 innings of the game. And John Brownell will head back to the mound for the bottom half of the 5th. He will face the bottom 3 in the order for Sugar Land: Denny Almonte, Michael Rocket, and Richard Hunt. Michael Pollock here with you, bringing you all the action from Constellation Field in Sugar Land, Texas. First pitch on the way from Brownell, and Almonte takes a big breaking ball up and inside for ball 1. This series, the final visit of the regular season for the Ducks here to Sugar Land, could be a potential playoff matchup if the stars align right. 1-0 is a swing and a miss as Almonte chased down and away. Count even at 1-1. Both of these teams were postseason bound last year. Skeeters were swept in the first round of the playoffs by the Somerset Patriots. 1-1. Ground ball to the right side. Cody Puckett will field on a few hops and throw to first just in time to retire Almonte, who was hustling down the first base line. Brownell has now retired 5 straight on groundouts, and with 1 out, that'll bring up the third baseman Michael Rocket. Of course, the Ducks last year won the second half title to get into the playoffs. They swept the first round from Southern Maryland, and then defeated the Somerset Patriots 3-2 in the championship series to win their second straight Atlantic League title. First pitch on the way to Rocket is a fastball strike on the outside corner. Ducks trying to do something no Atlantic League team has ever done, and that is win 3 consecutive Atlantic League titles. But to potentially do that, they've got to get into a playoff spot first. That's the 0-1. This is low and away for a ball. And as of right this moment, the Ducks are on the outside looking in, despite having a record 11 games over 500 at 66-55. 1-1 is on the inside corner for a called strike. And the count goes to 1-2. Third baseman Rutherford right along the line for Rocket, and the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball grounded to Rutherford. He charges in, fields on the short hop. His throw to first, not in time. Despite a great stretch at first from Joe Ashbrodeen, first base umpire Ken Langford says that Rocket just beat out the throw. It'll be an infield single for Rocket, and the 5th hit of the ball game for Sugar Land. Good play by Rutherford, racing in, fielding the baseball, having to throw off balance. And Rocket just a little too quick for him. It was a bang-bang play at first. Brodeen had a terrific stretch over there at the bag. But the call was safe at first. So now 1 on and 1 out here is Bridger Hunt to the plate from the right side, the 9-hitter and right fielder. Throw over to first by Brownell, and back safely there is Rocket. Hunt was 2 for 5 yesterday with 2 runs scored. He is hitting .400, 10 of 25 in his last 7 games entering tonight. First pitch, and he swings and grounds it to third, past the backhanded try of Rutherford and down the left field line. Around second, heading to third is Rocket. He will get the stop sign from Gary Gaetti as the throw comes into the shortstop, Brendan Harris. So a double down the third base line for Bridger Hunt. And back-to-back hits have put runners at second and third, and 1 out here in the 5th. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Adam Godwin. So for Bridger Hunt, that is his second double of the season. A ground ball right along the line, and Rutherford went to the backhand. And I don't know if he just missed it or if it was just out of his reach. He kind of smacked his hand into his glove after where it looked like he was upset almost that he missed it. So the Skeeters threatening here. The infield going to be drawn in with runners at second and third and only 1 out. Brownell from the stretch comes set. His first pitch to Godwin, is in at the knees for strike 1. Godwin 1 for 2 tonight. He fly to center in the first, single to right in the third. First base is open. Yeah, the newcomer Rene Tassoni on deck. Brodeen, the first baseman, well off the bag at first. And the 0-1. A fastball that just missed the outside corner, evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Rocket does have a tendency kind of pull that front foot out and kind of slice the ball into right field or towards the right side of the infield. 1-1. Brownell kicks and fires, and Godwin lines this one back up the middle into center field, a base hit. In to score is Rocket. Hunt rounds third. The throw to the plate is not in time. Now the throw down to second, also not in time. It's a 2-run single for Adam Godwin, and the Skeeters lead 3-1. 3 straight hits for Sugar Land off of John Brownell. And for Adam Godwin, it's his second hit of the ball game. And RBIs 17 and 18 on the year. So after the close call at first goes against the Ducks on the chopper to third by Rocket. Hunt grounds one just inside the line at third, and Godwin delivers the 2-run single into center. And Sugar Land has their first lead of the night. So now Renee Tassoni will come to the plate, and again Godwin went to second on the throw home. First pitch from Brownell to Tassoni is a big breaking ball that hits the outside corner for a strike. Again, the Ducks have had some opportunities to extend that lead, but haven't been able to do it. They left the bases loaded in the first when Puckett flied to left with 2 outs. And they had runners at first and third with 1 out in the fourth and could not score the run. 0-1. Ground ball towards short. Brendan Harris is there, and his throw to first is in time for the out. So Tassoni grounds to short for the first time tonight, third time he's been retired this evening. And Godwin advances to third on the ground out. So runner at third with 2 away, and that'll bring up the DH, Delwyn Young. So here is Delwyn Young to the plate. Tonight so far he is 1 for 2. First pitch misses the outside corner for ball 1. Young has doubled to right and grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in his 2 at-bats tonight. The speedy Adam Godwin at third base. And the 0-1 from Brownell is a fastball that missed inside again. And the count goes to 2-0. Three-1 Skeeters now out in front. Brownell kicks and fires, and Young takes a fastball up and away. So Brownell kind of around the zone, but hasn't been able to find the strike zone here. Be very careful with the dangerous Delwyn Young. And the pitch on the way. This one hits the outside corner for a called strike. Scoreboard has the count at 2-2. I believe it is 3-1. Oh, it is indeed 2-2, so my mistake. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball is in for a called strike. Now I am totally confused because the home plate umpire before that pitch, Ronnie Galloway, just put his hands out to the sides and had 2 fingers up on each and then put them in front, and there was a called strike. So now the count must be 3-2. And the pitch on the way is swung and grounded to second. Right there is Cody Puckett, and his throw to first in time for the out, and that will end the inning. However, the Skeeters get their first lead of the night. They get 2 runs on 3 straight 1-out hits. No errors, and they leave 1. 5 complete now here at Constellation Field. It is the Skeeters 3 and the Ducks 1.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Phelant Lentini, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey, Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Ducks fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try to meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Ducks sit at 92 home runs entering today. They have had a flurry of homers of late, so they sit just 8 shy of meeting the challenge with 18 games, including tonight, remaining in the 2014 regular season. Going to be tough here in this series. You got 7 games in 6 days in this ballpark, and this is not an easy ballpark to hit it out of. Ideally, you want to go right down the left field line with that higher wall, but closer into home plate. Out in right field, a lot of real estate. Center field and left center, very, very deep. This is certainly a pitcher's ballpark, especially when the wind is blowing in like it is tonight. Brandon Bance, first at bat of the game, is taken for a called strike on the outside corner. Bance took over as a pinch runner for Bill Hall in the 4th inning when Hall suffered an injury, and has since taken over as the DH. And now the 0-1 from Hammond. And Vance takes inside, almost caught him on the foot. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. Righty-righty matchup. Brandon Bance on the year for Long Island. Enters hitting .275 with 5 homers and 25 runs batted in. 1-1 popped up in the air, foul. First base side out of play, and the count goes to 1-2. Just saw a very small flash of lightning off in the distance. Nothing too serious, but off beyond the center field wall. Looked like a very, very small flash. So the count is 1-2 here on Brandon Bance. Hammond looks in for the sign, and now he's ready. 1-2 pitch is swung on and slashed foul. First base side out of play. A couple of pitchers standing up in the bullpen for the Ducks, and it looks like a right-hander has started to warm. A couple of pitchers up in the Skeeters bullpen, but nobody's throwing. 1-2. And the pitch on the way is a breaking ball that misses down and in. And that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Bance. Top of the 6th inning, Sugar Land 3, Long Island 1. Two-two, ground ball up the third base line. It goes foul. Rocket will field and flip it towards the Duck side of the field into the seats. Update on Bill Hall is that he has suffered a quad injury tonight. No further update on the severity or timetable, but for now we will say he is day-to-day with a quad injury suffered here tonight. So the count remains even here on Brandon Bance. He'll be followed by C.J. Rutherford and Cody Puckett. 2-2 pitch on the way, and Bance grounds one through the right side, a base hit. Great piece of hitting there for Brandon Bance, and he picks up the leadoff single here in inning number 6. So the 5 spot in the order tonight is a perfect 3 for 3. Hall had the RBI single in the 1st and the double in the 4th, and now Bance has a single in the 6th. So the Ducks get the leadoff man on, and now up to the plate will step C.J. Rutherford. So here is Hammond to face Rutherford. First pitch is popped up in the air to right field. Right there is Bridger Hunt. Barely had to move. He'll make the catch. So Rutherford swings first pitch and pops out to right. He is now 0 for 2 with a walk in the game. And that's the leadoff single. Now 1 out in the inning. So Rutherford will head back to the dugout. By the way, he was not the only player that the Ducks acquired today. The Ducks also acquired in a trade left-handed pitcher Chris Regis, a relief pitcher who was a closer earlier this year for the Kansas City T-Bones in the American Association. Has spent parts of 3 seasons in the Atlantic League with the York Revolution and Lancaster Barnstormers. First pitch from Hammond to Cody Puckett is swung on and fouled back to the screen for strike 1. So Chris Regis will take over, and according to manager Kevin Bias, he and David Kopp will both see time in the closing spot for the Ducks this year at the end of the season, and hopefully for the Ducks in the postseason. You can kind of mix and match depending on who's coming into the plate, whether you have lefties or righties mostly coming to the plate. 0-1. Misses up and outside for a ball, leaving up the count. And again, Regis was acquired for future considerations, so he joined the Ducks about an hour or so before game time here in Texas. Vance leads at first. A quick throw over by Hammond chases him back to the bag. Skeeters now have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. It looks like Roy Corcoran started to get loose for Sugar Land, and now a lefty, looks like Eric Neeson maybe, started to get loose for Long Island. At least just threw a pitch there. Another throw over to first to chase Vance back. Also looks like Josh Lansford is warming in the bullpen for Long Island. And it is only the 6th inning, but it is also a very humid night here in Texas. Pitch on the way, misses outside for ball 2 to Cody Puckett, who tonight has fly to left and walked in his 2 plate appearances. Fly to left with the bases loaded and 2 out in the first, then drew a walk in the 4th. Put runners at the corners with 1 out, but Rodin flied to right on the first pitch he saw, and Vasquez popped to second. The 2-1, and Puckett pops this one in the air to shallow right. Going out is the second baseman Landman. The first baseman Tassoni sliding is the right fielder, unable to make the catch. It landed in fair territory, but the throw to second is in time for the out. It hit the right fielder Bridger Hunt as he was sliding in right and briefly caromed away. Vance could not advance much past first base to make sure that that ball was going to land in. And once it hit the ground, he was able to take off for second, but they were able to pick up the baseball and fire to second to get Brandon Vance out. So, a fielder's choice hit into there by Cody Puckett. I believe the put on that is going to go 4-6. I think it was Chase Landman who picked up the baseball and fired it to second base. So it'll go down as a fielder's choice. Now runner at first with 2 away, and Joe Ash Brodeen will come to the plate. Hammond's first pitch to Brodeen, and it is taken for a strike over the inside corner. Count is 0-1. Brodeen has flat out both times he's come to the plate tonight, once to center and once to right. One-0. And he takes up and away. Excuse me, 0-1. He takes up away. Now the count is 1-1. Having some issues with that line score out there in left field. The manual scoreboard built into the left field wall. The count even at a ball and a strike. Hammond comes set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Brodeen way out in front of a changeup diving down in the zone. Hammond's off-speed stuff has been his bread and butter tonight. He's really kept the Ducks lineup off balance with a good changeup and a breaking ball that has a ton of movement. So Brodeen behind in the count here. Puckett will take his lead at first. And the pitch on the way misses inside. And leaving up the count. Brodeen gets on. Jan Vasquez will be next. Only 2 other players available for the Ducks on their bench is Dan Lyons, who is dealing with a sore leg, and infielder Sergio Miranda. Puckett leads in the 2-2 from Hammond. Kicks and fires, and Brodeen will swing and hit a high, deep drive down the left field line, but it will hook foul. Brodeen got all of that one, but was just out in front. And the count will remain even. So we will have another 2-ball, 2-strike pitch upcoming to the Ducks' first baseman. Sugar Land leading by 2 here in the top of inning number 6. Hammond looks to first and will throw over there to keep Cody Puckett close to the bag. Well, Josh Lansford continuing to warm, and it looks like there is the potential that he may come in to pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning. Two from Hammond, and Brodin swings, and it's a high fly ball down the left field line, again slicing foul. And up onto the picnic seats. So Brodin battling here with Hammond, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Michael Pollock here with you, bringing you all the action from Constellation Field as the Ducks and Skeeters begin what will feel almost like a playoff series, 7 games in 6 days. 2-2, fouled off, this time behind the plate. Rebounds back down below. And we will do it once again with the count even. So Cody Puckett, who reached on that fielder's choice, stands at first base. Ducks have 5 hits in the ball game, and they have also drawn 3 walks against Hammond, but just 1 run on the scoreboard. Another 2-2 pitch, and Brodin swings, pops it up on the infield, right near the pitcher's mound. The first baseman, Tassoni, making the call, making the catch. So Brodin retired for the 3rd time tonight. The Ducks are retired in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, and they leave 1 on base. Through 5 1/2, it is the Skeeters 3 and the Ducks 1.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bring your birthday to the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available for the 2014 season. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. John Brownell will stay in this game as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Skeeters with a 3-1 lead over the Long Island Ducks. Again, we mentioned it a bit earlier in the broadcast, but the Ducks will return home a week from tonight, and they'll take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in Game 1 of a 3-game series. It'll be the 9th annual Breast Cancer Awareness Night presented by PinkTie.org, First Equity Title and Home Closing Services, and Steiner Sports. And first 1,500 fans in attendance are going to take home a commemorative t-shirt. Commemorative pamphlets are going to be handed out to fans as they walk through the gates. And then following the game, all fans in attendance will be treated to a pyrotechnico fireworks extravaganza. So lots going on Tuesday at Bethpage Ballpark, and tickets are still available for the game. You can get them one of several different ways. You can get them by visiting the Bethpage Ballpark box office. You can get them by going online at liducks.com. Give a call to 631-940-TIXX. As Brownell's first pitch to Travis Scott is lifted foul third base side. out of play. Or you can head to the Ducks official mobile app. Download it today for free on your Apple or Android powered device, and you can purchase tickets right from your mobile device via the Ducks mobile app. That mobile app is presented by Clear Vision Apps. Count 0-1 here on Scott, who has won over 3 tonight. Over 2, excuse me, and this one misses down and away for ball 1. Scott popped to second and grounded to second in his 2 at-bats, once in the first, once in the fourth. And the 1-1 from Brownell. Misses upstairs for a ball. And the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, yesterday the Skeeters were able to get a little bit more rest than the Ducks per se, as the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Good changeup from Brownell. Count goes to 2-2. The Bluefish hosted the Skeeters yesterday at 1:05 p.m. So Sugar Land was able to play the afternoon affair and then able to rest in their hotel until the early morning bus trip to Newark Airport for the flight down here to Sugar Land. And Ducks last night played at 6:35. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Travis Scott chases down and away. That's the first strike out of the ball game for John Brownell. Rare that you see Brownell go 5 innings without a strikeout, but he gets his first here in the 6th. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Chase Lamb. Good news for Brownell as he hasn't walked a batter yet. But on the downside, Brownell has allowed 3 runs to this point and is on the wrong side of a 3-1 deficit. Here is Lamb to the plate. And the first pitch is downstairs for ball 1. Lamb is 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts, 1 to short and 1 to first. Here's the 1-0. And this swung on and missed. Lamb way late on the fastball. And that'll leave it up to count at 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-2. Last year, this place was a nightmare for the Ducks. They lost all 10 games here, including all 6 in a 6-game series in the middle of August. The Ducks went 3-17 overall last year against the Skeeters team that set the Atlantic League record for wins with 95 as Lamb takes down and inside, goes all the way to the backstop, leaving up the count at 2-2. But it's been a much different story this year. Ducks have won 9 of the 13 meetings, 2 of 3 here back in May. And now the 2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3. So how about that? John Brownell goes 5 innings without a strikeout. And now here in the 6th has struck out back-to-back batters. And with 2 away, that'll bring up the shortstop, Dominic Ramos. A couple games have gone final in the Atlantic League tonight. Patriots lost game 1 of their doubleheader in Lancaster, 6-1 to the Barnstormers. Shunsuke Watanabe, the win, improved to 6-2. Eric Arneson, the loss, fell to 7-5. There was no save. Jeff Dominguez hit his 3rd home run for Somerset. Blake Galen and Brett Carroll each hit their 10th for the Barnstormers. First pitch, big breaking ball outside for ball 1. So if the Ducks can find a way to rally back in this game and earn a win, they would close to within 2 games of first place in the second half Liberty Division standings. 1-0. Fastball in for a strike. Count even at 1-1. Ducks also want to win to keep their distance from Lancaster in the wild card race to 2. 1-1. He's down and away for a ball. Count goes to 2-1. Sugar Land now definitely wants to win because Lancaster, with that win, closes to within a game in the second half Freedom Division standings and can close to within a half game if Sugar Land were to lose this game. 2-1 is lined down the right field line foul. And not to mention, those 2 teams still have another game to play. They're playing a single admission doubleheader in Lancaster tonight, so they still have 1 more game to go. Revolution continued their winning ways. A 5-0 defeat of the Bridgeport Bluefish in Bridgeport, so it's now 14 straight losses for the Bluefish. The longest losing streak in the Atlantic League this year. 2-2 to Ramos. And the big breaking ball is grounded right back to the mound. Brownell is there. His throw to first is in time for the out in a dominant 6th inning for the Ducks right-hander as he retires the Skeeters 1-2-3. Let's take this one to the 7th inning here at Constellation Field. Skeeters still leading the Ducks by a count of 3-1.
Hey fans, this is infield Sergio Miranda, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Hi, this is Steve Foucault, pitching coach for the Ducks. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Well, on this warm summer night in Texas, why not chill out with a cold cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet iced coffee available at the concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or check out their cafes in the Hamptons. New pitcher for the Skeeters is right-hander Roy Corcoran. He takes over for the starter Steve Hammond. And the first pitch is taken for a strike on the outside corner, and the count 0-1. Skeeters lead 3-1 as we go to the 7th inning here in Game 1 of this 7-game series. It'll be Jan Vasquez, Phelan Lentini, and Brendan Harris, 9-1 and 2 in the Ducks order. And the 0-1 is down and inside. That'll leave it up to count at 1-1 on Vasquez, who has grounded to third and popped to second in his 2 at-bats. One pitch upcoming as Corcoran gets the sign. Right-hander kicks and fires, and Vasquez swings and misses late on the fastball. Corcoran throws very hard. The count goes to 1-2. They have a radar gun out here in left center field. Unfortunately, we cannot tell you the reading on the miles per hour as the square panel that shows it is blocked by a giant light stanchion. So, can't really tell that. Be a 1-2. Kick and the pitch. Is swung and grounded up the first base line. This will roll foul. So Vasquez will step back up to home plate. And the count will remain 1-2. Vasquez in the series against Camden was 2 of 3 with a double, 2 runs scored and a walk, the only game he played. That was on Saturday. And after the Vance played yesterday evening, and then you have the road trip today to Texas. Vasquez gets the start tonight. So the count is 1-2 here. Corcoran comes set. Kick and the pitch, and Vasquez will check his swing and take down low. Reggie Liggins, the third base umpire, says he did not go around. So I'll leave it up to count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Get you the numbers on Roy Corcoran after the first at-bat of this inning. Here comes the 2-2. Already works out of the stretch. Here's the pitch, and Vasquez takes low for ball 3. So good plate discipline here from Vasquez. Taking some close pitches, working the count, and trying to get on to start this inning. For the count, full on Vasquez, who will be followed by Lentini and Harris. See if Vasquez can reach base. Corcoran comes set. And the 3-2 pitch is low for ball 4. Good at-bat for Jan Vasquez. Fell behind in the count, but was able to work it, take some close pitches, and he draws the free pass. It's a Municipal Credit Union. Walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. Well, the numbers this year on Roy Corcoran. He has appeared in a total of 49 games. This is his 50th. 4-0 record, 2.66 ERA. He's allowed 49 hits in 50 2/3 innings, 16 runs, 15 earned, 16 walks to 47 strikeouts. So Vasquez at first, nobody out. Here is Phelan Lentini. And the first pitch on the way is taken for a called strike. Count 0-1, so Lentini not squaring a bunt there. The Ducks are down by 2, so 1 run wouldn't be enough. Lentini tonight, though, is 0 for 3. He has struck out swinging twice and has popped out to first. From the stretch, here comes the 0-1. Corcoran deals, and Lentini pops it up foul, first base side out of play. And so the Ducks leadoff hitter is in a quick 0-2 hole here with 1 on and nobody out in the 7th inning. Skeeters lead in the hit column 7-5. Vasquez being held on at first by Rene Tosoni. Here comes the 0-2 from Corcoran. And Lentini will take a fastball just outside. And the count will go to 1-2. Here comes the pitch. And Lentini will swing and ground this one third base line. That is going to be a foul ball. Kevin Baez thought that was a fair ball. Home plate umpire Rodney Galloway signaled foul, and Kevin Baez thought it was fair. So now Baez is going to have a discussion with the home plate umpire here. Lentini will head back to home plate shaking his head. He thought that was surely a fair ball. If that was fair, that's a double and maybe a run. Instead, a foul ball is ruled. And so instead of the Ducks having at least second and third with nobody out, it's a runner at first, still with nobody out, and a count of 1-2 on Lentini. A break that goes against the Ducks there. Baez certainly thought that ball was fair, and it was very close. So Lentini will step back up to the plate. It has to hurt for Lentini, too, who has had a tough night so far at the plate and came very close to a hit there, and certainly would have been a big one with the big bats to follow. Corcoran is ready. And the 1-2 popped up in the air, foul territory, first base side to Sony towards the stands. Won't get it, it lands foul. The count remains 1-2, and now Phelan Lentini is heading back towards the third base dugout to either get a new bat, or he's got his glasses in his hands. I think maybe trying to wipe off those glasses. Maybe got a little foggy there at home plate with the humidity. So now Lentini is ready to go. He steps back up to home plate. Count remains 1-2 strikes. Vasquez still at first. And the 1-2 from Corcoran. Kicks and fires. Lentini swings. It's a high fly ball into the air to left field. Almonte drifts in a few steps, and he will make the catch to retire Lentini. So from a potential RBI double to a pop-up in a left. And that is out number 1 here in the 7th inning. So with 1 away and 1 on, that'll bring Brendan Harris to the plate. Harris is 1 for 2 tonight with a single, a walk, and a run scored. So he will dig in against Corcoran here. And the first pitch in this righty-to-righty matchup on the way. Corcoran deals, and Harris takes up and inside. Almost caught him in the head there. Harris breathes a big sigh of relief at home plate. Corcoran throws very hard. His fastball has to be in the low to mid-90s, and that one zipped right up over the head. Brendan Harris. So the count is 1-0. One-0 pitch coming now from Corcoran. Deals to the plate, and Harris will take a fastball low in the dirt, and he's gotten ahead at 2 balls and no strikes. By the way, according to the Point Street Game Live here, never heard an announcement or saw this change, but apparently Dan Lyons came into the game at shortstop last inning, moved Harris to third, and moved Rutherford from third to first, so Joe Ashbrodine is out of the game. 2-0 is downstairs for ball 3 to Harris. So Harris ahead in the count 3-0 with Lou Ford waiting on deck. No official word yet as if there's an injury to Brodeen. We'll try and get any sort of update on you about that or as to why he was removed from the game. Here comes the 3-0 from Corcoran. Harris taking all the way, and that almost hit him in the arm. Harris tosses away the bat, and he will make his way down to first on another walk. It's a Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. Ducks have drawn 5 walks in the game, 3 from starter Steve Hammond and 2 in the inning here from Roy Corcoran. And Corcoran has put 2 runners on here with 1 out. Vasquez the leadoff walk, and after the fly out from Lentini, which followed a near double down the left field line, Brendan Harris draws the walk on 4 pitches, so now 2 on with 1 out. And up to the plate steps Lou Ford. Now right-handers going to start to get loose for Sugar Land in their bullpen. Looks like it might be Brian Broderick who is starting to get loose. First pitch to Ford. Fastball over the outside corner for strike 1. Ford tonight is 1 for 3. Single to right in the first, line to short in the third, and grounded into a 5-4 fielder's choice. Now the 0-1, and Ford takes down in the dirt. Good block at home plate by Travis Scott. And that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Ford, who has been red hot of late, we talked about the 9 for 17 performance in the series that he had against Camden. And entering tonight, now with his hit tonight, has hit safely in 20 of his last 22 games, 23 of his last 26. 1-1 from Corcoran, and Ford lines this one deep but foul down the right field line. And now he finds himself behind in the count against Corcoran, 1-2. So again, last inning, I believe, Dan Lyons must have come in the game at shortstop, taking Joe Ashbrodine's spot in the order. Rutherford moved from third base to first base. And Harris moved from short to third. Corcoran from the stretch, the 1-2 to Ford is swung on and grounded weakly here past the mound towards second. Landman fields his throw to first, just gets Ford at first base. Very close play. He got Ford by maybe a half step. So Ford grounds out 4-3. Vasquez moves to third. Harris moves to second. And so the Ducks have 2 in scoring position with 2 away, and that'll leave it up to Adam Bailey.
Number 13, Adam Bailey.
So Adam Bailey will step up to the plate. He's had a tough night tonight and trying to make up for it here. First pitch on the way from Corcoran to Bailey, and it is taken on the outside corner at the knees for strike one. Bailey has struck out all 3 times he has come up to home plate and has gone down swinging each time, once in the first, once in the third, once in the fifth. 2 on with 2 out here in the 7th. Ducks trail by 2, 3-1 the score. And the 0-1 from Roy Corcoran. Kicks and fires, and Bailey will swing and foul this one right back to the screen behind home plate. A good cut from Bailey, but he fouls it off. And the count is now 0-2. So Corcoran trying to give Bailey the golden sombrero here tonight. The runner at second, Harris. The runner at third is Vasquez. And here comes the 0-2. Corcoran looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch, and Bailey will swing and miss for strike 3. Chased it down in the zone. Scott throws over to first to complete the putout. And Adam Bailey is now 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts tonight, and that will end the 7th inning. So once again, the Ducks threatening, but they are unable to score. No runs, no hits, a couple of walks, and 2 left. The Ducks have left 9 on base tonight. We will go to the bottom of the 7th. It is time to stretch. First, we're going to keep things here for God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, wide before. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
God Bless America on this Tuesday night here at Constellation Field. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 Skeeters lead it over the Ducks.
Hey, this is pitcher Eric Neeson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
It's your money, and you have the power to save it. Make a few simple changes, and you can use less electricity and save real money. By installing Energy Star light bulbs and products for your home, you can save hundreds of dollars each year. At PSEG Long Island, we're working hard to serve you in the way you deserve. Check out our energy-saving tips and tools at psegLINY.com/save money.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. On to the bottom of the 7th inning we go. The Ducks still trailing the Skeeters by a count of 3-1. Ducks got 2 on in the inning on a pair of walks, but with first and second and 1 out, Lou Ford grounded to second. Adam Bailey struck out for the 4th time tonight. The Ducks unable to push across at least 1 run, and of course they were hurt in the inning by the call on the ground ball up the third base line from Phelan Lantini, who thought he had himself a double that might have scored a run. At least would have put runners, at second and third with nobody out. As the first pitch to Almonte is bunted foul up the third base line. But Kevin Baez and Lentini both thought it was fair. Ultimately, it was ruled a foul ball, and he ultimately flied out to left. So the Ducks were unable to get a run in the inning. And now Skeeters will try and pad their lead against Brownell. The 0-2 is lifted in the air to center. Drifting over to left center is Lou Ford. Lines it up in fairly deep left center. That ball kind of carried a bit, and catch is made by Ford to retire Almonte. Now 6 straight retired by Brownell after the 2-run single from Godwin. And there's the first out. So again, we mentioned the 2 final scores earlier. Barnstormer 6-1 over the Patriots in game 1 of the doubleheader. York 5-0 shutout of Bridgeport for the Bluefish. The Bluefish's 14th straight defeat. And in Camden tonight, Blue Crabs lead at 6-5 in the top of the 8th inning over the River Sharks. First pitch to Michael Rocket is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Darrell Thompson started for Southern Maryland. Charlie Manning is now in the game. Fute Nee started for Camden, and Michael Click is now doing the pitching. 0-1, and Rocket lines it foul, first base side out of play. Southern Maryland has 2 RBIs apiece from Jake Opitz and James Skelton. 3 runs from Steve Moss. Camden has 3 RBIs and 3 hits from Brandon Chavez to lead the way, 2 RBIs from Brian Pounds. 0-2 misses down in the dirt to Rocket, who tonight is 1 for 1. Had a sac fly to center in the second that drove in a run, and an infield single in the 5th, then later scored on the 2-run base hit by Godwin. So it'll be a 1-2 here to Rocket. The right-hander Brownell winds and fires, and Rocket swings and grounds this one to third. Grabbed there by Harris. And his throw to first is in time for the out, 2 away. Nice play by Brendan Harris. Again, if you're just joining us last inning, and the bottom of the 6th inning, the Ducks made some defensive changes as Joash Brodeen was taken out of the ball game. Have not been told yet as to why Brodeen came out of the game. But they moved C.J. Rutherford over to first base, moved Harris from short to third, and inserted Dan Lyons at short in Brodeen's spot in the order. So with 2 down here is Bridger Hunt to the plate, who doubled his last time up and scored. And the first pitch to him here is grounded foul, third base line. Red Sox all over the Yankees tonight, 9-3 in the 9th inning at Yankee Stadium. Joe Kelly started for Boston. Tommy Lane is now pitching. Shane Green started for the Yankees. Chaz Rowe, one of their September call-ups, is now pitching. Martin Prado with his 5th home run for the Yankees. Betts his 4th, Nava his 3rd, and Bogarts his 9th for the Red Sox. Line drive towards second, caught there by Cody Puckett, and back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for John Brownell, who has now retired 8 in a row. So the Skeeters go in order. We go to the 8th here in Sugar Land, Texas, where the Skeeters still lead it 3-1 over the Ducks.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicolac Pavers pave your way.
Life without Ducks baseball.
Emily, quit texting. James, get off the iPad. Honey, pick a channel.
Life with Ducks baseball. Bethpage Ballpark is set. Quackerjack is ready, and the flock is prepared to defend their title. All we need is you. For game times, promos, and tickets, visit liducks.com.
It's a blast. Now that's more like it.
Long Island Ducks baseball. Life is better here.
Hi, this is Steve Foucault, pitching coach for the Ducks. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
We go to the 8th inning with the Skeeters still leading the Ducks by a count of 3-1. New pitcher is in for Sugar Land. They have called on the right-hander Brian Broderick to take over for Roy Corcoran, who flirted with trouble in the 7th inning. Did not allow a hit, but walked 2 batters in the inning. However, he struck out 1, and that 1 strikeout was of Adam Bailey with runners at 2nd and 3rd and 2 out. Ducks have stranded 9 base runners over the first 7 innings. And here is Brandon Bance to lead off against Broderick. He swings at the first pitch, lines it in the left, but Denny Almonte is right there to make the catch. And on 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 8th inning. Well, Ducks fans, you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Then follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and so much more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. So with 1 out, here is C.J. Rutherford. He takes outside for ball 1. Rutherford in his first game as a Duck after being acquired today is 0 for 2 with a walk. Walked in the first inning, struck out in the 4th, and flied to right in the 6th. And the 1-0 is ripped up the middle into center field, a base hit. So C.J. Rutherford has his first hit as a Long Island Duck as he delivers a 1-out single to center in the 8th inning off of Brian Broderick. So Rutherford is on base for the 2nd time tonight. The Ducks have 1 on with 1 out for Cody Puckett. So with 1 out and 1 on, here is Cody Puckett to the plate. Puckett is 0 for 2 with a walk so far tonight. First pitch, and Puckett swings, lines this one in a shallow right. This is going to drop in for a base hit. Rutherford will round second, then he's going to put on the brakes and stop right there as Hunt picked it back up and fired in. So Cody Puckett with his first hit of the evening. And the Ducks have runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 out here in the 8th, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Dan Lyons.
First up, number 12. Dan Lyons.
So the Ducks threatening a little bit here in the 8th inning. After the first batter, Brandon Vance, lined out to left field on the first pitch of the inning, the Ducks have picked up back-to-back singles against Broderick. And here is Dan Lyons for his first at-bat of the night. First pitch, and Lyons takes a fastball outside from Broderick to count 1-0. Again, Lyons took over for defensive purposes in the 6th inning, so this is his first at-bat on the year. He's hitting .256 with 3 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Runners lead, and the 1-0 pitch is on the inside corner. Nice breaking ball in for a strike, and the count even up at 1-1. As for Broderick, he has pitched very well for the Skeeters out of the bullpen this year. Really, who hasn't pitched well out of the Skeeters bullpen this year? Maybe Dan Meadows, and that's been about it. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Lyons cuts through a fastball over the inside corner, and the count goes to 1-2. Broderick is 0-1, but has a 2.41 ERA through 51 games, 5 saves. He's allowed 42 hits and 52 in the 3rd innings, 15 runs, 14 of them earned, just 8 walks to 54 strikeouts. What a ratio there. 1-2, fouled off. First base side out of play. It's almost a 6/9 inning strikeout ratio there for Brian Broderick. So the count 1-2. Runners take their lead in the pitch. Ground ball weakly hit to 3rd. Charging in Rocket, he will field and throw to 1st. It is in time to retire Lyons. So Lyons does ground out to 3rd. However, the Ducks advance the runners in a scoring position. Rutherford moves to 3rd. Puckett moves to 2nd. And the Ducks with 2 on and 2 out for Jan Vasquez. Again, the Ducks Just one player left on their bench in Sergio Miranda, so not really much that Kevin Myers can do in terms of going to his bench. He's already used both Lyons and Bance off his bench tonight, with Bill Hall going down with a quad injury on a steal of third. And Joash Brodeen being lifted out of the game for unknown reasons. So Rutherford, the runner at third, Puckett, the runner at second with 2 out. Vasquez looking for the base hit here. And Broderick's first pitch is swung and popped up. Foul territory, third base side. Rocket over towards the Ducks dugout. We'll watch this go off the top of the dugout and then off of the LED boards on the facing of the suite level where they show the line score of the game. So the count is 0-1 on Vasquez, who tonight has grounded to third and popped to second, but he drew a walk his last time up, leading off the 7th inning in a very good at-bat. See if we can have a similar at-bat here. Vasquez is ready, Broderick is ready. Now the 0-1, down and away for a ball. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Each team now with 7 hits in the ball game. Skeeters, though, lead it by a score of 3-1. No action for the Ducks in their bullpen. They have a lot of guys standing up, but nobody is throwing. We'll see if Brownell goes back out for the 8th. 1-1. And Vasquez takes inside, almost hit him. And the count now goes to 2-1. Vasquez, who did a great job working the count last time, trying to work the count again here. Phelan Lentini would be next if it gets to him. First base is open. The corner infielders playing right along the lines to guard against any doubles down the first or third base line. Middle infielders straight away. Roderick gets the sign from Scott. Here comes his 2-1 offering. Kicks and deals, and Vasquez will swing and miss at a breaking ball, diving down and away. And now the count even at 2-2, and Skeeters bullpen 1 strike away from escaping another jam. Steve Hammond went 6 innings of 5-hit, 1-run ball, walked 3, struck out 6. Corcoran 1 inning, no hits or runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. 2-2 from Broderick. Set at the belt, and now time is called at home plate. Don't know if Scott called that or if Vasquez called it, but a late timeout call granted by the home plate umpire. Rutherford leads at third and Puckett at second base. 2-2. Broderick kicks and fires, and Vasquez will swing and miss for strike 3. He chases the breaking ball down and away. Now the Ducks leave another pair of base runners on here in the 8th inning. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 more left for the Ducks, who have stranded 11 tonight through 8 innings. We will go to the bottom of the 8th with the Skeeters still leading 3-1 here at Constellation Field.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Brett Lauren, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Labor is on the move. PEF.
They are the Public Employees Federation.
They know it's time for workers to unite, to speak out, to demand government accountability for the way public services are delivered.
They provide healthcare services, mental health services, and services to the developmentally disabled.
They're the Public Employees Federation.
PEF, the problem-solving union. PEF is the union that cares for the community. Learn more at pef.org. PEF, labor on the move.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's been a tough night for the Ducks offense. They have gotten several opportunities to try and either extend the lead early in the game or pull even here late in the game, but the Ducks have left 2 on in each of the last 2 innings. They have stranded at least 1 on in each of the last 5 innings, and a total of 11 runners left on base for the Ducks tonight against Steve Hammond, Roy Corcoran, and Brian Broderick. The last 2 innings, the Ducks had runners at second and third with 2 away, but the final batter of the inning, Adam Bailey in the 7th and Jan Vasquez in the 8th, striking out to end the threat. So right now, John Brownell will head back out to the mound here in the 8th inning. He'll try and keep it right here at 3-1 and give the Ducks a chance in the 9th inning against presumably closer Gary Majeski. First pitch is in for a strike to Godwin. The count 0-1, and right now Godwin is the difference in the ball game. A 2-run single to center in the 5th inning that scored Rocket and Hunt with 1 out in the frame. And here he lines one in the air to right field. Drifting back is Phelan Lantini. He will make the catch on the run and retire Godwin for the first out of the 8th, and that's now 9 straight retired by Brownell since that 2-run base hit by Godwin. And Brownell lately, when he has suffered losses or no decisions, has just been victimized by 1 bad pitch. And here, it was the pitch that Godwin rocketed back up the middle for a 2-run single. He did give up the sac fly in the 2nd following 2 hits, but really the one he would like back is that 2-run single. Aside from that, and even with that, he has been very strong here tonight and hasn't needed the strikeout to be strong. This pitch misses outside for a ball, and the count goes to 1-0. And in addition, Brownell, for a 3rd consecutive start, has not walked a batter, has not allowed a walk since August 18th at Bridgeport. As this one is fouled off third base side, even up the count at 1-1. Brownell trying to earn another quality start. It would be his 2nd straight and 7th in his last 8 starts. As this one is taken inside for a ball to Rene Tosoni, who in his first appearance with the Skeeters is 0 for 3 so far with a ground out to second, a fly out to right, and a ground out to short. 2-1. And he swings and grounds one towards second. To his right is Cody Puckett. Fields on the backhand, and his throw to first just in time to retire Tosoni. So 0 for 4 night for Tosoni, and there are 2 away. Tosoni made an appearance in the major leagues with the Minnesota Twins in 2011. Hit .203 that year with 5 homers and 22 runs batted in 60 games. And earlier this year was in the American Association with Sioux City. His first ever appearance in independent baseball, and he had .277 there with 7 home runs, 57 RBIs, had 29 doubles and 6 triples. First pitch misses for ball 1 to Delwyn Young, the 3-hitter and DH tonight, who was 1 for 3 with a double back in the 1st inning. Brownell deals. Young grounds this one to third. On the backhand, Harris had to go in and out of his glove, and Young will be safe at first. Harris was upset with himself there, thought he should have came up with it, and the ball took a bounce on the backhand. Harris had to move to his right and went in and out of his glove. So Young reaches. We'll see how that one is scored. That is going to bring Travis Scott up to the plate. They're going to rule it a base hit for Delwyn Young, so he is 2 for 4 on the night. So runner at first with 2 down here is Travis Scott to the plate. Scott will bat from the left side against the right-hander John Brownell. That breaks the string of 10 straight retired by the Ducks starter. First pitch is lifted foul down the left field line. And the count 0-1. Looking ahead to the 9th, Ducks will have the top part of their order at the plate. Phelan Lantini, Brennan Harris, and Lou Ford. Those are the guys you want up. And fortunately, in a couple of the situations, our last inning especially, when the Ducks had 2 on and 2 out, runners in scoring position with 2 out. At the bottom of their order at the plate, specifically Jan Vasquez. 0-1 is a breaking ball upstairs for ball 1. But the previous inning, the Ducks had 2 on in scoring position with 2 out for Adam Bailey, who's been red hot. But tonight it's been a tough one for Bailey, 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Field 1-1 here. Brownell fires, and Scott lines this one into left center field for a base hit. Bailey is over to cut it off. On his way to third is Young. He will stop there. Big turn at first, but a hold there at first base by Young, by Scott. So back-to-back two-out hits for the Skeeters. Scott goes to left center. Young goes from first to third after he beat out the infield single. One of was bobbled by Harris. That'll leave it up to Chase Lambert. Brownell to this point is just a hair over 100 pitches in the ball game, and he is certainly one of those bulldogs on the mound who will go as long as you need him. There is a lefty warming up in the bullpen right now for the Ducks. It appears to be Tommy Organ. Brownell will stay in and face the switch hitter Chase Landman, who tonight is 0 for 3. First pitch from Brownell, and Landman lines this one in the air to center field. Well hit. Going back is Lou Ford, but he will line it up and make the catch. Had it drop to his knees as he misjudged it slightly. But Landman retired on the line out to center, and Brownell works out of trouble. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left for the Skeeters, who have left just 5 tonight. We will go to the 9th. Ducks need 2 to tie as they trail 3-1 over Sugar Land.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
To the top of the 9th inning we go. New pitcher for the Skeeters is their closer, Gary Majeski. He is called on by manager Gary Gaetti to replace Brian Broderick and try and nail down this game. The Skeeters holding a 3-1 lead at this point over the Ducks. Long Island tonight has had their opportunities but has been unable to cash in. Aside from the first inning when they got a 2-out, 2-strike RBI single to left by Bill Hall that scored Brendan Harris. Rutherford followed with a walk, but with the bases loaded, Cody Puckett fly to left. Ducks then put 2 on, runners at the corners with 1 out in the 4th. Brodeen fly to right, Vasquez popped to second in the 6th inning. And in the 5th inning, the Ducks had runners on in each inning. They stranded 1, but the big ones were in the 7th and the 8th when the Ducks put runners at first and second with 1 out in each inning, but ultimately could not play to run. Now we'll see if the Ducks can find a way here in this 9th inning against Majeski to pull even as they trail on the scoreboard 3-1. So Brian Broderick goes 1 inning, gives up 2 hits but no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. And so Majeski is the new pitcher, and Phelan Lentini will start things off for the Ducks here in the 9th inning. So here is Lentini to the plate, batting from the right side. And the first pitch from Majeski. Lentini squares the bunt, punts it foul, third base side. Lentini, who is 0 for 4 to this point, trying to find his way on and use his speed, but he bunts it foul. And the count goes to 0-1. Lentini has struck out swinging twice. He has popped to first and has flied to left. Quite possibly could have had a double down the third base line, but it was ruled foul. 0-1. He swings and lines this one foul down the left field line. And the count goes to 0-2. A hard hit baseball, but Lentini was out in front. Ducks' timing has just been off all night. They have 8 strikeouts, have drawn 5 walks, but 8 strikeouts against this Skeeters pitching staff. managed 7 hits in the game. The only Duck with multiple hits is Bill Hall, who had 2 before having to leave the game with a quad injury. Majeski's 0-2, and Lentini takes down and away. Count goes to 1-2. Majeski is 7-2 on the year with a 2.35 ERA in 24 saves, 47 games. He's allowed 54 hits and 53 and 2/3 innings, just 7 walks and 28 strikeouts. 1-2 pitch. And Lentini swings and grounds this one weakly here toward short. Ramos a long way to go, gets to it. Off balance throw to first, gets Lentini by a step. And that is the first out of the 9th inning, and now an 0-for-5 night for Lentini.
Race number 25, Brendan Harris.
So with 1 away, that'll bring Brendan Harris to the plate. Harris will bat from the right side. He's been on base 3 of 4 times tonight. Time is called at home plate. Looked like Harris had a few bugs flying around out in front of home plate. Home plate is dusted off by the home plate umpire. So Harris will dig in against Majeski. And the first pitch on the way is swung on and grounded up the third baseline, foul by Harris. And the count 0-1. The Ducks, now third baseman, started the game at short. Drew a walk and scored the only run of the game for Long Island back in the first. Grounded out to third in the third, single to left in the 5th, and drew a walk in the 7th. So now it'll be an 0-1 pitch upcoming. Majeski from the belt, kicks and fires, and Harris takes a strike over the outside corner. And Majeski ahead, 0-2. Ducks looking to get 1 runner on base at least to bring the tying run to the plate. No action for the Ducks as of this moment in their bullpen. Nothing doing for Sugar Land either. And the 0-2. Harris swings, lines this one over the leaping try of Ramos into left field, a base hit. So the strong night for Brendan Harris continues. He has another multi-hit game. He singles to left with 1 out in the 9th. That'll give Lou Ford an opportunity here against Majeski with 1 on. So for Brendan Harris, his 23rd multi-hit, 2-hit game of the year. 29th multi-hit game overall. Now the second straight night that Brendan Harris has 2 hits in the game. So here is Lou Ford to the plate, batting from the right side. He is 1 for 4 tonight. Majeski comes set, and the first pitch to him is a fastball in at the knees over the outside corner for strike 1. Ford singled to right in the first inning. Since then, he has lined to short in the 3rd. Grounded into a 5-4 fielder's choice in the 5th and grounded to second in the 7th. Harris will take his lead at first, and now the 0-1 pitch. Majeski fires, and Ford takes down and inside. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Harris being held on by Rene Tassoni. Majeski gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and Ford grounds this one foul up the first base line. Just past either Sean Garceau or Bob Zimmerman. Can't tell. I think it's Garceau who is coaching over at first base. So the count now 1-2 on Lou Ford. Adam Bailey waits on deck for the Ducks. Majeski dangles the right arm as he gets the sign, and the 1-2 is taken down and away, gets away from Scott, and now Harris will advance to second base. It's a little bit of a break for the Ducks. Again, Harris's run doesn't matter so much. It's the batter at the plate, as that run would tie the game. So we'll see if that's a pass ball or a wild pitch, but regardless, Harris moves to second. Second time he has advanced from first to second on either a pass ball or a wild pitch with Ford at the plate here tonight. So the count is 2-2 on Ford. Harris will take his lead. Majeski gets the sign from Scott. His 2-2 pitch is swung on and grounded to the right side and through, a base hit for Lou Ford. Harris will round third. He will try and score, and he will without a throw. It's an RBI single to right for Lou Ford, and the Ducks have closed to within one at 3-2. So Lou Ford with the RBI single to right, his second hit of the game, adding to his team-leading multi-hit game total. And the Ducks now with a tying run at first base. And one away, and now Adam Bailey will step up to the plate. So for Ford, it's his 84th run batted in of the year, which leads the Ducks. Harris scores on the play, and here is Adam Bailey, who is trying to make up for a tough start to his night. By the way, they rule a pass ball that allowed Harris to get to second. First pitch to Bailey. He swings and lifts this one deep down the left field line, but it will slice foul. And the count 0-1 lands on top of the Picnic Plaza concession stand. So the count 0-1 on Bailey, who has struck out all 4 times he has come up to the plate here tonight. Went down swinging in every odd inning of the game, 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th. 0-1. And Bailey swings and rips this one into right field, a base hit. Ford will go to second. He will round second and head to third, and he will make it in there safely. So Adam Bailey gets his first hit of the night. 3 straight singles for the Ducks off of Gary Majeski. And Long Island with runners at first and third and only 1 out here in the 9th. And that will bring up Brandon Vance. So how about this? The Ducks rallying in the 9th inning. After they had left 11 runners on base through the first 8, they pick up 3 straight singles off of Gary Majeski. And on base hits from Harris, Ford, and Bailey, Long Island has runners at first and third, only 1 out. And up to the plate will step Brandon Vance, who after taking over in the 4th inning is 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a fly out to left. Majeski doing whatever he can here to try and get out of this game and hang on for the Skeeter win. They still lead by 1. But here is Brandon Vance. Bailey will lead at first. Ford will lead at third. First pitch on the way, and Vance will take a breaking ball that drops in for strike 1. Bailey has decent speed, but cannot see Kevin Mize putting him in motion here. If he is thrown out, then it takes away the possibility of bringing in the tying run on a fly ball. The 0-1 pitch. Majeski fires, and Vance swings, pops this one in the air to shallow right center. Out is the second baseman, Chase Lamb. He'll make the catch. The runner has to stay put, and Vance cannot bring him home. So Vance pops out to second base on just the second pitch from Majeski. And with 2 down in the 9th, that will leave it up to C.J. Rutherford. An exciting series opener between these 2 teams. They have played several exciting games since the start of their matchups in 2012. Now the Ducks here, who were trailing since the 5th, have gotten 1 in the 9th. They have a runner at third, a runner at first, and here is C.J. Rutherford, who picked up his first Ducks hit last inning. He is 1 for 3 with a walk on the night. Majeski is set, first pitch, and Rutherford will swing and line it into right field. A base hit for Rutherford. In to score from third is Lou Ford, and in his first game as a Duck, C.J. Rutherford has tied the game in the 9th with a single in a right field with 2 down. What a way to endear yourself to a new team. C.J. Rutherford on the first pitch from Gary Majeski pushes a base hit in between first and second to score Lou Ford from third, and the Ducks have rallied from 2 down in the 9th against Gary Majeski to tie this game at 3. So now Cody Puckett will step to the plate with runners at first and second and 2 away. And the first pitch to Puckett is taken for a strike on the outside corner. And the count 0-1. Ducks now have 2 right-handers warming in their bullpen out in right center field. Looks like Brett Lauren is one, maybe David Kopp is the other. Bailey leads at second, Rutherford at first. And the 0-1 to Puckett is swung on and popped foul. First base side out of play. And the count goes to 0-2. So a hush has fallen over the crowd here at Constellation Field as Steve Hammond is denied his 10th win of the year. Gary Majeski blows the save here in the 9th. And the Ducks are trying to take the lead. Majeski looks in for the sign. He's ahead of Puckett, 0-2. Right-hander looks to second, deals to the plate, and Puckett will take a fastball up high. Check to swing. And the count goes to 1-2 strikes. Ducks with 4 hits here in the 9th inning. Rallied back to tie the game at 3. The 1-2. And Puckett will take down low, leaving up the count at 2 strikes. Majeski has thrown just over 20 pitches now here in this 9th inning. Bailey leads at second and Rutherford at first with 2 away. And the 2-2. Swinging a line drive, right center field. Long run over for Bridger Hunt. Still chasing over. Reaches up. He can't make the catch. It gets past him. In to score is Bailey. Rounding third is Rutherford. He is coming to the plate. The throw is not in time. It is a 2-run, 2-out double for Cody Puckett to right center. And the Ducks have the lead 5-3 here in the 9th inning. What a rally for the flock. Cody Puckett delivers into the right center field gap. A great diving effort by Bridger Hunt, but it just eludes his glove. Puckett picks up his 71st and 72nd runs batted in of the year. And the Ducks, with a pair of 2-out hits from C.J. Rutherford and Cody Puckett, have taken the lead back from Sugar Land. They are on top 5-3. So here is Dan Lyons to the plate now from the right side. And he swings and misses at a breaking ball down and in for strike 1. Now Brownell would be in line for the win, and Majeski would get the loss. And now we'll see if Kevin Byes puts Brownell back out there for the 9th, or if he goes to his closer. I would think the latter, but we will see. 0-1 Alliance. And he swings and lines this one towards second. It's caught by Chase Lemon, and that will end the inning. However, the Ducks send 8 men to the plate. They get 4 runs in the inning on 5 hits, no errors, and they leave just 1 after leaving 11 through the first 8 innings. They get the big hits they need in the 9th, and they will try and close out a win here in this series opener in the bottom of the 9th, now leading it by a count of 5-3.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
All 2,000 of us at PSEG Long Island care deeply about our communities. Our company has a long-standing commitment to giving back. And our people, along with our energy efficiency and renewable energy programs, are helping to improve the businesses and towns we all call home. Learn more about how we're working together to better serve our communities. Visit us at psegLINY.com/community.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire 15th anniversary season through live chats with Ducks players and exclusive video clips. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Life is better here. A 4-run top of the 9th inning for the Ducks against Gary Majeski, the closer for the Skeeters, has put the Ducks from down 3-1 to ahead 5-3. And now David Kopp will come on to try and close out a win in the opener of this 7-game series here in Sugar Land, Texas. What a turn of events. The Ducks offense had several chances to take the lead or extend a lead earlier in the game, could not do it. And they keep battling until the 9th. And with 2 out in the 9th inning after they had made it a 3-2 game, C.J. Rutherford in his first game as a Duck ties the game with an RBI single to right field on the first pitch from Majeski. And then Cody Puckett follows with a 2-run double into the right center field gap to put the Ducks in front by 2. And now David Kopp is on to try and close it out. And he will face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Ramos, Almonte, and Rocket. First pitch to Ramos is a fastball upstairs for ball 1. Ramos tonight is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Here comes the 1-0 from Kopp, and Ramos takes a fastball that misses up and away. And he's now behind 2-0. Ramos singled to right and scored in the second since he has grounded to third and grounded back to the mound. So here comes the 2-0. Kopp deals, and this fastball misses. Nope, it hits the outside corner for a strike. Right on the corner, and a late call from Rodney Galloway, so the count now 2-1. Kopp from the wind. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Good fastball, and Ramos cut through it. Kopp has a good hard fastball on the count, even at 2. Left-handed hitting Denny Almonte will follow Ramos. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and Ramos will take up and inside for ball 3. So the count goes full on the leadoff hitter for Sugar Land here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Kopp ready, and his 3-2 is swung on and grounded to third. Brendan Harris fields on a couple hops. His throw over to first, right on the money in time for the out. Brendan Harris makes that throw as accurate as you'll see. So Ramos retired on the ground out to third, and there is the first out. The numbers on David Kopp this year for the Ducks: has a record of 1-1, 2.63 ERA in 24 games out of the bullpen, 4 saves. He's given up 18 hits in 27 in the third innings, 10 runs, 8 earned, 9 walks to 30 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just 186 against him this year. So here's the lefty swinging Denny Almonte, who's 1 for 3, and he swings at the first pitch, pops it up in the air to right. Drifting over towards the line is Lentini. Crosses in a foul ground. He will make the catch in foul territory. And Almonte retired for the second out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. So that'll leave it up to the third baseman and 8-hitter Michael Rocket for Sugar Land.
And now batting for Sugar Land, the third baseman number 2, Michael Rocket.
So Michael Rocket will come to the plate with 2 down to the bases empty. Kopp works out of the windup, and his first pitch on the way is a fastball down the middle for strike 1. Rocket tonight 1 for 2. He had a sac fly to center in the second that tied the game at 1. Beat out an infield single in the 5th. As here he swings and lines it in a left. Drifting back out of Bailey. He is still going back. He makes the catch in left. This ball game is over, and the Long Island Ducks rally from 2 down in the 9th to score 4 runs and win it by a count of 5-3 over the Skeeters to take the opening game of this 7-game series. Well, this is absolutely a feel-good win for the Ducks, for John Brownell, who gave 8 innings of work and did all he could, but ultimately the offense was struggling tonight. Brownell ends up getting the win, and the Ducks rally back to take the opener of this series over the Skeeters by a final count of 5-3. Well, don't go anywhere, because the post-game show is coming up next. We're going to recap this one and hand out the Nicolak Player of the Game award after this. Ducks win it 5-3 over the Skeeters here in Sugar Land. A strong come-from-behind victory for Long Island.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Bring your birthday to the ballpark this season and celebrate with the Flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available for the 2014 season. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Back here at Constellation Field in Sugar Land, Texas, and boy, the feeling in this ballpark for Ducks fans and for the Ducks players went from a feeling of frustration and disappointment in the opener of this series with their ace John Brownell on the mound, a chance to take the opening game of this series, the Ducks leaving 12 runners on base over the first, 11 runners on base over the first 8 innings and being unable to respond after the Skeeters had taken a 3-1 lead, but boy, did things turn in the ninth. The Ducks rally for 4 runs against Gary Majeski, one of the strongest closers in the Atlantic League. And Long Island takes 4 runs in the inning. They take a 5-3 lead, and David Kopp shuts the door in the ninth with a 1-2-3 inning to earn the save. And the Ducks pick up the victory here to start things off in this 7-game series, and in a series that means so much for both teams in terms of who could get in and who would be left out of the playoffs. It is certainly a big first statement made by the Ducks to rally back against the Skeeters closer in Sugar Land's ballpark and win it 5-3. We start off on the postgame show by recapping this one. And for the Ducks, they were able to get an early jump on the Skeeters by taking a 1-0 lead in the first inning. As with 1 out, Phelan Lentini Lentini had struck out swinging for the first out, but Brendan Harris followed with a walk, went to second on a pass ball, and Lou Ford would single to right to put runners at the corners with only 1 out. Adam Bailey would strike out swinging, but Bill Hall would pick him up with an RBI single into left. That would score Brendan Harris from third and give the Ducks a 1-0 lead. C.J. Rutherford in his first plate appearance for the Ducks would draw a walk. That would load up the bases with 2 out, but Cody Puckett flied to left, and that ended the inning as the Ducks left the bases loaded. Sugar Land, and that was all against Steve Hammond, by the way, the starter for Sugar Land today, who pitched well but ends up getting a no decision. In the bottom of the second, Sugar Land would take their first lead of the game against starter John Brownell. They would tie the score against Brownell, getting ahead of myself here. With 1 out in the inning, Dominic Ramos singled to right, and then Denny Almonte singled to right on a hit and run and put runners at the corners with 1 out. Michael Rocket followed with a sacrifice fly to center that would score Ramos from third, and that would tie up the ball game at 1. Hammond and Ramos would exchange scoreless. Hammond and Brownell would exchange scoreless innings in the third and the fourth. The Ducks put runners at the corners with 1 out in the fourth, but Brodeen popped out to right and Vasquez popped to second. And then in the fifth inning, in the bottom half of the inning with 1 out, Brownell allowed Michael Rocket to reach on an infield single to third, a ground ball that he just barely beat out at first base. Bridger Hunt followed with a double into left field that put runners at second and third with only 1 out, and then Adam Godwin with the infield drawn in lined a single up the middle that scored both Rocket and Hunt. The 2-run base hit put Sugar Land on top for the first time tonight by a count of 3-1. Ducks late in the game had several opportunities to take the lead or at least tie the game against Sugar Land. In the 7th inning, they had runners at first and second with 1 out in the inning on walks from Roy Corcoran to Vasquez and Harris. Lou Ford grounded to second. Adam Bailey struck out swinging for the 4th time on the night. Ducks stranded the tying runs in scoring position. They would do it again in the 8th. They had runners at first and second with 1 out on back-to-back singles by Rutherford and Puckett off of Sugar Land's reliever Brian Broderick. But Dandelions grounded to third to move the runners up, and then Jan Vasquez struck out swinging to end the threat. And again, it kept the Ducks off the scoreboard. It stayed 3-1 until the ninth inning. Sugar Land brought in Gary Majeski. Majeski trying to earn his 25th save of the year. However, the Ducks had other thoughts. After Lentini grounded out to open the inning, Brendan Harris singled to left and moved to second on a pass ball with Lou Ford at the plate. Ford would then bring Harris home with an RBI single to right. As Harris scored from second on the play, Ford's team-leading 84th run batted in of the year made it a one-run ball game at 3-2. Adam Bailey then, who had struck out in each of his first 4 times at the plate, singled past first and into right field for a base hit. Ford went from first to third, and all of a sudden, the Ducks were going to be able to tie the game if they can get a fly out to the outfield, as they had the runner at third, a runner at first with 1 out. However, Brandon Bance popped out to the second baseman Chase Lambert in shallow right for the second out of the inning, and all of a sudden the thoughts started to come back into play. Are the Ducks going to strand 2 more and leave 13 on base for the night and lose this game by 1 run? Well, C.J. Rutherford made sure that wouldn't happen. Rutherford, in his first game as a Duck, he had picked up his first hit as a Duck in the 8th inning with a 1-out single to center, and he delivered on the first pitch from Majeski a single to right that would score Ford from third and move Bailey to second. Rutherford's first RBI as a Duck, and Long Island had tied the ball game up at 3 apiece. Cody Puckett then was next with Bailey at second and Rutherford at first, and he hit a line drive into the right center field gap. Bridger Hunt raced over, made a dive, could not get it. Both runners would score. Bailey from second, Rutherford from first, and the Ducks had a 5-3 lead at that point. They would take that lead into the bottom of the ninth. David Kopp would come on to try and earn the save. He would get Ramos to ground to third, Almonte to pop out foul down the right field line, and Rocket to fly out to left to end the game. And the Ducks hang on for the 5-3 come-from-behind victory. So, final totals for the Ducks, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They leave 12 on base, but ultimately it means nothing as they win the game. For the Skeeters, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5. The winning pitcher is John Brownell, who gave it his best effort tonight. 8 innings of 9-hit, 3-run ball. Really made just 1 mistake. The 2-run base hit by Adam Godwin. No walks for a 3rd straight start for Brownell. 2 strikeouts. He's now got back-to-back quality starts and 7 quality starts in his last 8 outings. And with his 13th win of the season, he now ties his teammate Sean Garceau and Chris Schwinden of the Barnstormers for the Atlantic League lead in wins. The losing pitcher was Gary Majeski, who gave up 4 runs on 5 hits in the 9th inning. He falls to 7-3. Steve Hammond took a hard luck, no decision, as he allowed just 1 run on 5 hits and 3 walks while striking out 6 over 6 innings. And Corcoran and Broderick worked into trouble but worked out of it, but Majeski could not do the same. The save went to David Kopp, his 5th of the year, as he worked a 1-2-3 9th inning. Time of game, 2 hours, 59 minutes. The announced attendance tonight, 4,751. There certainly wasn't that here in the ballpark, but that is what they announced here in Texas. That is the attendance here tonight. And now it is time to hand out tonight's Nico Lock Player of the Game Award. And tonight, we are going to give it to the newcomer, C.J. Rutherford. In his first game as a Duck, he had 2 hits at the plate, including the game-tying single in the 9th inning. He then scored the 5th run of the game on the double by Cody Puckett. So tonight, we're going to give the Nico Lock Player of the Game Award to C.J. Rutherford in his first game as a Duck. Honorable mention definitely goes to John Brownell, though, for his 8 innings of 9-hit, 3-run ball. But C.J. Rutherford gets the award tonight. Nico Lock Retaining Walls and Paving Stones, a company synonymous with quality and service in the manufactured concrete industry for almost 50 years. We will take one more break. When we come back, the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we will wrap things up from Constellation Field tonight, where the Ducks stunned the Skeeters with a 4-run 9th inning to win 5-3.
Hey fans, this is infield Sergio Miranda, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak Paving Stones and Walls. Nicolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak Pavers, let Nicolak Pavers pave your way.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark, the Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Back here at Constellation Field, where the Long Island Ducks score 4 runs in the 9th inning. They rally to defeat the Skeeters 5-3 in the opening game of this 7-game series. So the Ducks with a win improved to a game over 500 here in the second half. They are now 27-26 here in the second half. And for the Ducks in the second half of the season, it is the first time that they are a game over 500 since way back on July the 9th, when they lost to the Skeeters to drop to 2-1 in the second half, and that was the first game of that 13-game losing streak. Ducks had not been able to get back to a game over 500 since that point. Well, they do so tonight by improving to 27-26 in the second half. They are now 12 games over 500 overall this season, with a 67-55 record. Skeeters fall to 31-22 in the second half, 69-53 overall. And some of the totals tonight really wreaking havoc on the standings. Let's try and get you caught up on the playoff scenarios. Ducks were helped out big time tonight in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The Barnstormers with a 6-1 win in the opening game of the doubleheader against the Patriots. The winner was Shunsuke Watanabe, who improves to 6-2. The loser, Eric Arneson, who falls to 7-5, no save. Jeff Dominguez hit his 3rd home run for Somerset. Blake Galen and Brett Carroll each hit their 10th for Lancaster. So, with the Ducks win and with that Patriots loss, the Ducks are now just 2 games behind the Patriots in the Liberty Division standings, with 17 games remaining on the season. With 18 games remaining on the season after tonight. And they are playing in Game 2 right now, and in the 3rd inning, the Barnstormers have a 4-1 lead over the Patriots in that 3rd inning. Matt Zielinski starting for the Patriots tonight, and a newcomer for the Barnstormers is starting for Lancaster. His name is Matt Packer. So the Barnstormers lead at 4-1. They have 3 RBIs from Brett Carroll in the game, 1 from Lance Sawatsky. The Patriot RBI coming from Ty Wright. If Lancaster hangs on to win that game, the Ducks would close to within a game and a half in the Liberty Division standings from the Somerset Patriots. Amazing to think how big that 4-game sweep was for the Ducks after the Patriots lost 3 of 4 to York, and now a chance for Somerset to lose back-to-back games today to Lancaster, and the Ducks rallying for 4 in the ninth to win tonight. And by the end of the night, Long Island could be just a game and a half out of first place in the Liberty Division standings here in the second half. Lancaster, though, if they get those 2 wins, would be now 2.5 ahead of the Ducks in the wild card race by virtue of the 2 wins canceling out in the first game and then Lancaster winning the second one. We'll have to wait and see. However, because Lancaster has won a game and Sugar Land has lost tonight, that means Lancaster is now just a half game in back of Sugar Land in the second half Freedom Division standings. And if Lancaster wins Game 2, they would then be tied with Sugar Land for first place in the second half standings in the Freedom Division. I believe Lancaster has the head-to-head tiebreaker, but I also believe they have 3 games remaining against each other. I will have to double-check that. You can follow LIDucks.com after the game, as well as searching on Twitter, #Ducks Playoff Race. Once that game goes final, we will have the updated playoff scenarios for you and let you know exactly where the Ducks stand in both the wild card race and in the Liberty Division race. But that's where things stand right now in that regard. A couple of other games have gone final. York 5-0 shutout over the Bluefish, who lose their 14th game in a row. Jorge Martinez, the win, improves to 8-8. Matt Ionaza, the loss, drops to 3-9. There was no save. Chad Tracy hit his 18th home run of the year for York in the victory. And for the Blue Crabs, they win 6-5 over the River Sharks in Camden. Darrell Thompson, the win, improves to 5-6. Fu Taney, the loss, drops to 2-5. And Jason Berger in his 5th save of the year. Brandon Chavez hit his first home run for the River Sharks, and Brian Pounds hit his 14th. Yankees were defeated by the Red Sox 9-4 at Yankee Stadium tonight. The winning pitcher was Joe Kelly, who improves to 1-1. Shane Green, the loss, fell to 4-2. There was no save. Yankees had 2 home runs. Martin Prado, his 5th, and Brian McCann, his 16th. Red Sox had 3. Mookie Betts, his 4th. Daniel Nava, his 3rd, and Xander Bogaerts, his 9th. Mets were winners in Miami 8-6 over the Marlins. Jonathan Neese got the win to improve to 8-10. Brad Penny, the loss, fell to 1-1, and Henry Mejia picked up his 22nd save. Giancarlo Stanton his 35th home run of the year for the Marlins. Mets had 3 RBIs from David Wright and 2 from Juan Lagares. And over at Minute Maid Park here in Houston, nearby, we'll give you the local score, and it is the Astros leading the Angels 8-3 in the top of the 9th inning. If that score holds up, Brad Peacock would get the win. C.J. Wilson would get the loss. I believe Josh Fields is on to try and get the save. For the Astros, Jose Altuve hit his 7th home run of the season. Well, this series will continue tomorrow night here in Sugar Land, Texas. Game 2 of this 7-game and 6-day series between these two teams. The Ducks will send out arguably their best starting pitcher this year. It'll be right-hander Bobby Blevins to the mound. He is 9-3 on the year with a 2.84 ERA. Skeeters will counter with righty Clint Everett, who has struggled. He is 5-9 with a 5.96 earned run average. Game will begin at 6:05 local time here in Texas, 7:05 Eastern time if you're joining us back on Long Island. Ducks with a win tonight, now 10-4 against Sugar Land on the season, including 3-1 here at Constellation Field, meaning they've guaranteed themselves at least a split of the season series, and they now need to win just one of the final 6 games in this series to guarantee themselves the head-to-head tiebreaker over Sugar Land, if that should matter for a wild card scenario. So a big win for the Ducks tonight. They were trailing 3-1 in the 9th. They had left 11 runners on base, and they find a way to rally for 4 runs against the closer Gary Majeski and win it 5-3. That's going to do it for us here at Constellation Field tonight. Once again, the final score was the Ducks 5 and the Skeeters 3. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow evening when these two teams return to the field for Game 2 of this 7-game series. Pre-game show is going to begin at 5:50 local time here in Texas, 6:50 if you're joining us back on Long Island. First pitch at 7:05 on Long Island, 6:05 here in Texas. And you can follow all the action right here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and online as well at liducks.com. My name is Michael Pollock. Thanks so much for tuning in to tonight's game. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast and the Ducks' victory. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night. We'll do it all over again on Wednesday evening here at Constellation Field. So good night and so long from the Lone Star State.